up, little baby? What's happening? I know you about ready for some action, so just slide to my curb and let's get nasty. Say, what's up? What's cracking? What's up, little baby? What's happening? I know you about ready for some action, so just slide to my curb and let's get nasty.
You need to shake that shit like you in special ed. Hey,
Okay.
I thought it was offensive. I was like, I should take that out. I said, no, fuck it, leave it.
Listen, it's slightly, slightly, but I enjoy it.
Everybody said it's slightly offensive. I said, ooh, because I'm like, we in a new damn time. They might think I'm being funny. I might get canceled. I said, oh, girl, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, just let it be. Let it be.
Let's let it be. Shake that shit like you special ed, bitch.
That's it. That's it. Just
That's
shake
it.
it.
Just shake it. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hello and welcome to our show.
Hello.
What's the latest tease, honey? Hope everybody had an amazing week. We are on Friday Junior.
Okay. Friday Junior, child. That is a hell. Ain't it the intro, child?
Okay.
I'm so offensive. And I don't know
so
why.
Offensive.
I thought it was so funny when I wrote it. This is gonna be so funny. Then I thought about it like, ooh, maybe we cancel that. I don't give a fuck.
Right, just leave it in. It's fine.
I just leave it in.
It's fine. But what's tea, everybody? Hope all is well. Hope y'all having an amazing week. We are here. We're queer and we don't drink beer. Okay.
Hello.
Well, Carl, do you drink beer?
Yes, actually. You know, it's liquor. I'm in there, bitch. I sucked the motherfucking liquor out of a goddamn bottle of Listerine, bitch.
Okay. I'm screaming. Look at Tonette. Hey, Tonette.
Tony, my God, today, okay? My God, this year, okay? My God, this year.
Okay. Baby, it's a year, honey.
Okay.
It's been a year. It's been a time. So yes, honey, today is Reality Check Live, y'all. We're about to get into the things of the things. Today is solely focused on chasing Atlanta. We ain't talking about shit else. If somebody else pop up with some stuff, sure, why not?
We'll start about from again when it start getting interesting, okay?
Yes, we'll definitely start about from again after
my nerves.
Hi, my love.
Hey, girl.
But yes, it's like we're going to get into the things of the things. It's strictly chasing Atlanta because we got to talk about this.
We definitely got to talk about this.
Okay. I'm going to have to start. I'm going to add that next time in the next episode.
It's so funny because I mind you, I don't even remember saying that.
Yes, that's going to be the new categorical segment for us. We're going to have to talk about this.
When I say I had died laughing when I saw that, I said, bitch, when did I say that?
Yes. And it came with your Cheshire Cat smile.
Okay, with the shimmy of the shoulders. I said, bitch, what the fuck was you feeling that day?
You were feeling messy.
I clearly was feeling messy that day.
I live for it. So yes, it's strictly chasing Atlanta today. Reunion part 2. We made it here, but of course, if y'all did not already watch it, number 1, go ahead and check it out. And number 2, bitch, it was announced. A part 3 is on the way.
On the way, child. We need one, child.
Yeah, so I think the best way for us to have the proper conversations
now,
is...
Now, why you want to jump for that loud-ass food right now? You ain't ate all day. Now, all of a sudden, you want to get up. I'm talking about chomping loud as fuck.
Oh, you know how Jax get down.
Jax, please.
Jax gonna eat it up, baby.
Like, now you hungry.
Okay. He's like, oh.
And I'm gonna crunch him down like he ain't ate in weeks. Food been here all day.
High nonsense behavior. Hi, Yvette. How you doing?
Hey, y'all. Hey. I'm sorry, my dog is getting on my nerves.
We're just, prefacing what we chatting on tonight, as the people are trying to come in. We already know everybody else is on lives and stuff. So, things may get split up, and that's fine.
Hey, it's fine. Bounce between
all the content creators. Hello.
Bounce between all the girls.
Yes. But with us, we got to really unpack some things, and we're going to probably go backwards a little bit in reference to how we talk about this reunion. Hi, Genesis. Only because it's like the certain hot topics, can definitely take over, and then we don't get to other things. Right. So I think I'm going to try to bounce around for me and your conversation, just so we can really hit the points that we want to hit, right?
Right.
So the first thing I think I want to chat about, because finally, since we're done with part 2, we can really talk about it, which is the Dominique Morgan of it all.
Yes.
So obviously, in one of the reality check lives that I did the other week, I had basically announced, because hello, I broke the news, no shade. The announcement of Dominique Morgan going to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the time, we did know that she was already going through some legal issues because months ago it was announced in the streets.
True.
But we had no idea that she would have been going to jail like what, the next day?
Yeah, like right after the reunion.
Yeah, like right after the reunion. That was no indication at all. None of us knew any of that. But then also the reason why we didn't get to finish part 2 of the reunion was because she was late as the fuck.
I'm talking about late as hell.
Late as hell. So let's unpack that. Like, how do we feel about this whole like layout? Because
Now, see, I didn't notice she went to jail the day of, because I was thinking like, girl, you gotta have some professionalism, and she's always been professional. Shout out to Dominique, I've always loved her. But when she late, I was like, did she? Now I'm thinking about it. Did she already know? They might have been having some issues going on. She might have been in a slum. Who knows? Because nobody has talked to her since then, so we really don't know. But I just felt like, bitch, we could have it could have been a nice reunion. We could have got all 3 parts done with the way we wanted them done, and we'd had to feel so rushed on that second part. And mind you, a lot of things we didn't even get to. And it was like, girl, we not. And I see she was trying to be like, girl, you already came 3 hours late, girl. It's not even worth it. Like, just go, because we already over time.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, girl, she was an amazing host, and it's just like she sold herself short for showing up late.
Yeah,
I think she really could have got into the things and stuff. And if she'd have came early, and she was doing a lot, everybody said she was talking too much, because I think that's because she was rushing, because she knew she was late, and she was trying to bring it all together. It's like, girl, you ain't got time for that, so you might as well hurry up, because it ain't happening.
I think what makes it so different is it's like, okay, so first off, let me get the late part. Yes, her being late pissed me off, pissing Dario off, pissed Jamal off. It pissed all of us off, honestly, because it threw everything off. Like, we were trying to go ahead and get this thing rocking, because granted, and I'm not going to put certain people on blast, but some of the cast was also late too.
Oh yeah, and mind you, that's what made they late not seem as bad, because mind you, Tony ass was first bitch there, then followed by me and Tramel, and then I think Sammy and Neat came next, and then everybody else the late as the fuck.
Yeah. And that's what it was, just kind of like, girl, we just got to get to the meat and potatoes. But when it came down to her being late, it was very frustrating, considering that, like, as we I think we had spoke on it before. Hi Renee, hi T Lee.
That ain't no but Tiffany is. Hey Tiff.
Hey Tiff. Hey everybody. Hey Ebony. The thing about it was that, like, literally the night before, because I remember Carl told me that the night before she was on, like, what, live or something.
She had put up a reel the other day saying that, I got a call time by 8 o'clock. I need to be in the bed. I got a hair appointment. I'm looking like, girl, go to bed. Like, mind you, I should have been up too, but look, bitch, I was on time. So
listen, okay. I sure enough was sitting here ready, just trying to get my life together.
Early. And bitch, I was up because I had a late night too, but bitch, I had 6 alarms up. So my ass got up.
Hello.
Bitch, mind you, y'all can probably see it in my face if y'all look at them. But I was so goddamn tired. I'm looking like, girl, let's hurry this up.
Okay.
I'm sweating. Shit. Like, girl, it's hot in here. Like, girl, hurry up.
Hey, the ghetto view.
What's up?
It was just that was very frustrating. And I want to say this, and I don't want to sound so bad and mean, but I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I think the other part that annoyed me was the fact that she was late as hell.
She wasn't dressed.
And she wasn't dressed.
And then when she did get dressed, she had a bedazzled t-shirt. Girl,
hello?
Jackson.
She was literally dressed like she was going to, like, brunch or something. Or like she was the mother of the bride.
Right.
And I'm just like, girl, what? Because really all she needed, if anything, she could have went to like a cute little, like, high-end tea party. All she needed was a little hat.
She had her kitten heels on, bitch. All she needed was one of them church mother hats. I could have gave her my little cake piece.
No
She's
shade.
like the first lady, bitch.
No shade. No shade.
Yeah.
And so that was, I think, was also the annoying part. Not you was late and you dressed like you was ready to give your daughter away.
Yeah. I like Dominique. Come on now, shit. Because
Like,
mind you, the thing is, because I didn't feel like we needed to do a part 3.
yeah.
If the way things were set up, we wouldn't have needed to. We could have got everything pretty much handled. Now we could have had probably 3 parts, but we could have got everything handled in that one space. And it's just like, girl.
Exactly. And that's what made it so frustrating. It's like, damn, now we were forced to now, shuck and jive and go and try to put together something else. And it's like, girl, please, 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 Jesus. Like, but I will, even though we're being shady, I still, same as you, I feel like she was doing a good job.
She was an amazing host. That's what I think that's what pissed me off more.
Yes.
Because she was so good. I'm like, girl, had you brought your ass here on time, you could have got into some things.
Yes, really. And I think the other part, when people were saying that she was talking too much, I think because she was trying to be more of a counselor and
she is a trained certified counselor. So I think it made sense. And it's like she was holding everybody accountable for everything. She was no one-sided. She wasn't taking sides. It was like, bitch, I'm gonna put it to you like this. This is how things come off. Even myself. She was like, well, bitch, I felt like, sometimes you come off a little bit loud for, because you be trying to hide other shit. You better analyze me, bitch. Okay. I'm here for it. Yeah, let me lay down on this couch. Tell me about it.
And then, she was calling Noel the wrong name. She kept calling him Noel.
Yes, like, who is Noel?
Who is Noel?
I looked around twice, like, bitch, who is that?
Yeah.
Is he a new cast member? What is this, baddie? Somebody about to come out and beat somebody up? Bitch, who is that?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who Noel is, but okay, Noel.
Right. L Love says, do y'all think the dress like that because she didn't want the people to think she really stole that money? So maybe that's why she didn't get all dressed up.
I mean, no.
Me neither.
I don't think that was
because even if she ain't dressed like that, baby, all they got to do is walk into her house.
Listen.
No shade, because that's what was in the
document. Fabulous closet. Okay,
that was what was in the articles. They said she spent money on her car and her closet.
And they said, I mean, according to the the guilty, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're not gonna lie and say that the LGBTQ community ain't known for a good scam or two, and we're not gonna also lie and say that the system is designed to keep us guilty regardless of what the truth may be. So two truths can be at the same time. Y'all know we known for stealing, and y'all already know we known for going to jail whether we did it or not. So at the end of the day, regardless if she did it or not, bitch, she going down. Because that's just how
she already had a record.
Yeah,
it's kind of like one of those things of like a target is already on your back. So like the moment you do anything, it's going to be like, well, bitch, you already did this. Let me go ahead.
You already did it. That's how the system works, though. Like, I can pull it over and I go to jail and shit like I do on a regular basis. It's always based on. I'm like, bitch, you don't even know what happened though. Like, so how you gonna lock me up and you going off some old shit? You don't know what happened then.
Okay.
But they gonna look at that and be like, oh yeah, well you didn't did this, so you must have did that. That ain't even what happened right now.
Right. Exactly.
Ask me what's the facts, and then we can talk about it.
Yes. Let's talk about the real tea.
Now, sometimes I did do it, but not all the time.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah.
But like I said, overall, I think we both said it is that she actually was a good host.
She was a good host.
We really wish she came on time because she was really getting into the meat and potatoes. And I really liked how she was doing things. Like she really was, really getting down, talking to these people, breaking stuff down based off of perspectives. Because everybody's perspective is different. And I think
Erica, please.
Erica, please.
Imagine. She imagined a new closet by any means possible. Girl, please. I mean, imagine, bitch. Imagine. And she imagined it. And she needed $90,000. She said, bitch, y'all got it. I mean, but is it wrong, though? It was for trans women that went to jail. If nobody got arrested that month, hell, it's free money, ain't it? Bitch, everybody out of jail. Closet time.
Okay. Girl, please.
I'm just saying. Hey, I ain't mad at a girl.
I think that is a little nuts though to like steal that amount of money when you was already having from based off of the documents. They said that she had a $200,000 salary.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, girl, you made more than enough money to get that damn closet. Bitch. Yeah. And it might have to be 90,000, but you could have found you some. I mean, I'll probably get canceled again, but you could find you some Mexicans at the Home Depot. I'm just saying. Girl, they out there and they are willing to work, bitch, for a bucket of chicken, bitch, and a reasonable wage. I'm just saying.
Now, Carl, now you know, in lieu of DEI.
It's true though. I'm just saying. I don't know if ICE can clear them out, but bitch, they be out there.
In lieu of ICE, okay? Like,
okay. I'm
the
just saying.
girls, I'm screaming.
Bitch, if I had $1 million a day, you best believe I'm gonna still be a millionaire. I'm gonna find every Mexican I can, bitch.
Okay.
What's up? I got chicken and $100. Who can build a closet?
Okay, I'm not at the Home Depot.
At the Home Depot, bitch.
Yes.
At the Depot. They out there.
Okay.
Jack, sit your walking ass down.
It's just really crazy to me. Like, it really was crazy for us to find that shit out. And now the sad part about it was the timing too, because it's like, girl, you really, for real, you was doing such a great job. If you came on time, this would have been a great stepping stone for like a cute rebrand. You feel me?
I mean, and all jokes aside, my heart goes out to her. Prayers for Dominique. Let's hope she goes through it and she gets like a lighter sentence and she can be done with this because she has turned her life around. But on another note, bitch, I wanted to make it my moment, bitch. I didn't get to. I had one, but bitch, I think I turned it a little bit at the end. I wanted to talk about it. I couldn't even get there because we didn't have enough time.
Okay.
So, bitch, I'm like, bitch, you ruined my moment. You stole my dream and you stole my man. I was just sitting there looking like, just cute, my little white suit, bitch. My fucking hair was fucking sticking to my goddamn mic because they had metal in it. It was magnetized. It was crazy. I was going through it on the couch, y'all.
You won.
Going through it. They like, hi. They called my name like, hi, bitch. This fucking mic keeps sticking to this goddamn hair, bitch.
That's why you kept moving your hair.
Mm-hmm. Every time I talk, I hear it go click, and I'm like, bitch.
Okay. I'm screaming. Well, let's go ahead and get into that moment that you were referring to.
Please stop excusing yourself.
Okay. So let's get into the fact that Q was basically going down his one of his soliloquies. Love you, Q, but Q love a good soliloquy.
Now, just comma side note.
Yeah.
When Jamel called him Malcolm X, I don't think that was one of the best nicknames he could have given that man because that is you. Yeah. You are him, and that is you.
Yes.
If nobody gonna give a speech at the wrong goddamn time, it's always gonna be Q.
Okay.
Like you, the girls are fighting. They don't give a fuck about none of that positivity you speaking right now, girl.
Yes.
The girls want to fight. Let them fight.
The girls want to tussle.
Let them tussle. Let them tussle.
Let him tussle. But him being called Malcolm X is literally like one of the best things. Like, I didn't really think that it was that deep. To him, I guess it was. But then, as we talked about in his interview, I kind of wanted him to really give us what Tramiel has actually done to y'all.
But see, that's the thing. Mind you, that's another thing because everybody kept asking, like, Charles Tramiel is so quiet. It's like they're not even there. Because that's what we were waiting on, the same thing. We've seen people lie. Because y'all to realize everything that was filmed for this show was done, a year ago. But most of the new things that got tensions high, even the things with Dominique and Q, when y'all seen them get into it, it goes by the interviews and the reviews and the bloggers and stuff that's happening, and people coming up on the panels having conversations. So a lot of the things, of course, it's old stuff, but it's like kind of drawing up new shit. So it's just like, it's same with us. So the reason why people want to know like why we were so quiet is because we are watching these lives as well. And when we see people coming up there saying it like, oh, y'all don't get the whole story. It's more to it than that. They did this. It's behind the scenes stuff. That's what we were waiting on. We were waiting on the behind the scenes, but please let me know if something else happened.
Right.
That I didn't see. Just let me know because I'm waiting to hear that. So I can just tell you because like me, I operate in facts. So if it happened, I'll be more than happy to grab you by your hand with a napkin in between and say, yeah, bitch, that did happen. But comma.
Yeah.
This is why this happened. So two things can be true at the same time. That it did happen, but I just wanted to hear the story. But I believe on part 3, y'all will get everything that y'all need.
Oh, yes.
Y'all will get everything y'all need for part 3. Part 3 is going to give y'all some very much needed closure, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Be
prepared. I think one of the things...
heads will roll.
Oh, yeah. One of the things for me personally was when Q was making his explanation about his overall purpose of trying to talk to Nova about the look in which everything would have came out to be between her and Alfia. Although again, as we all said, we don't want to make it seem like his sentiment wasn't valid, because it was.
It was.
I think the problem was the timing of it all. And also, I think too, when it came down to it, it's kind of like, in a sense, somewhat breaking the fourth wall, if you think about it.
Right.
Because
Which he was having a problem with doing, because Q was breaking the fourth wall all fucking season.
he was.
It was all season. Like, girls, a show, bitch. Just roll with it, bitch. Just roll with
Yeah.
it. These bitches
Yeah.
want to do their thing. Just let them go. Let them go.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what it was. It's like you're constantly breaking the fourth wall. And when it comes down to it, yes, this may end up becoming, which it did, was a social situation, but it wasn't, you didn't have to necessarily snap at Tramiel for him saying straight up, like, hey, Malcolm X, like, this ain't the time for that. Like, these people do not want to talk to each other. Like, these people don't want to deal with each other anymore. Let it be that. And I think that's okay, because you're literally, Q basically said the same thing. We talked about this. Q said the same thing at the lemon squeeze.
Sure did. This that Tramiel said at the pole dancing. And now he got to shut up.
Hello.
Didn't you just say that 2 weeks ago?
We also got to talk about tone, because when Q said it at the lemon squeeze, that was when Q was going off acting, very irate.
Very aggressive. I mean, he is a Leo. You know how they are.
Yes.
You
So I was just like, my God, today. Whereas Tramiel was just kind of letting you know, like, hey, girl, like, there's no need to keep on trying to mediate this in this capacity. Where it's like, oh, you have to think about the social climate. Like, no, these are two bitches arguing. No shade. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like,
It's literally what it was. How it looked to us. It was the audience that took it to another place. And then what I've noticed, not only with Alfia, but also with Q, y'all are taking the audience's views and making them your own as the show's airing. Y'all can't rewrite history. If y'all didn't have those views when it happened, then we're not gonna start putting these views on here now. Y'all didn't have them then. So what y'all doing are reading the comments and carefully articulating y'all speeches to support what everybody is feeling in the comments, and that ain't what happened. I'm gonna stick to the facts. People ask me why y'all didn't protect Alfia, because bitch, I didn't think she needed protection at the time. What y'all are interpreting is not how it went. So it's like, bitch, I don't know where y'all getting this from, but that ain't what happened. And I don't know why y'all keep acting like Alfia is some goddamn fucking small fragile cat that can't be that gotta be looked after like she a 2-year-old. She's not. And Alfia handled herself very fucking well. And she was throwing daggers just as well as Nova was. So the way I look at it, because if you're not transphobic, like I hope a lot of you bitches aren't, it's two bitches arguing.
Yeah.
Which is, as a man, and then I say as a woman, as a man, that ain't got shit to do with me.
Hello. That's the thing. And we're going to get into that in a second, because the girls is ready for that combo. We're going to get into that further. But I wanted to hit Q, like finishing that up, where it's like, as we said in his interview, like Q wasn't able to really express, nor was the rest of them able to express what issue they had in reference to Tramiel. Number one, but then number two, let's also, because I'm giving the boys some advice. This goes towards Ken, Q, Noel, Sammy, all of y'all who are part of the elites. Hello,
the elite.
I'm giving them some advice. If you don't want, because I think this is where I'm speaking for the perspective of viewers. Okay, viewers who have said that maybe they wasn't holding certain people accountable, or they felt like they were, running behind certain stories and conversations versus actually handling things forefront. That's really where the issue lies. If it's kind of similar to when everything happened between you, Ken, and Tramiel at Sammy's performance. What did Ken do? Hit you up, or you hit him up, and y'all had a scene together.
That was actually after Lemon Squeeze. So he did pull me to the side after Lemon Squeeze and say we should sit down and have a conversation. I said, cool. I'm never above a conversation.
Yes, and that's where I think what makes it such a difference is we see firsthand that Ken was able to reach out to you and have a conversation with you.
True.
We did not see them do that towards Nova in reference to having a conversation about what they thought was wrong in what she did.
Because where was y'all one-on-one?
Exactly. Because it said, if you're constantly telling everybody that you held her accountable or you had a conversation with her in reference to stuff, why didn't we get to see that when we saw everything else? right? But
Right.
then I'm gonna use the juxtaposition. If you expect the world to believe that you held her accountable and we did not see it, then why is it that you can't give us a valid situation from what Tramel allegedly did to y'all, especially when we didn't see it?
Well, according to them, they said Tramel throws the rocks and hides his hands. I'm ready for them to explain that. And I'm ready
Correct.
for them also to allow him to explain that, because everybody's like, well, Carl's always loud. You see him coming. But see, Tramel's not finna fight to get a word in. I am. So that's the difference. If y'all start hollering and yelling to myself, you a raggedy ass bitch, Tramel gonna let you have it. I, on the other hand, am not gonna let you have it. Bitch, no, you're a dirty, dusty ass bitch. And who want to fight about it? That's me. But Tramel is different. So if y'all saying that Tramel is doing all these things behind the scene, let him explain himself. If y'all call him out, if y'all can actually pinpoint what he's doing, let him explain what. Because it may not be what y'all think it is. And when I said earlier, when we was talking on the Chasing panel, when I was bringing it in regards to Ken, I was basically saying that Ken does not know me nor Tramel. But the people he navigated towards in this show do know us. So what I was saying, picture it, Sicily 1922. In my head, these are the bitches that know us. And if they say, yeah, bitch, I think that bitch is a little shady. Oh, Carl just like that bitch. You might slap that hoe. She go like, oh, bitch, I got to defend myself against these bitches. Got it. Oh, they TV hoes. Got it. Oh, they trying to make a moment. Because notice they choice of words when they talk about me or Tramel. They didn't make that up, especially more so Ken. Because me, I've had a relationship with Ken. So me having a relationship and just giving Ken a little bit for a second, Ken's not the mean femme queen that y'all think he is. He's not. But what Ken's not gonna do is allow anybody to play with him.
Yeah.
And if you're with two bitches that know me and Tramel, and they are basically giving you the go ahead, like, yeah, bitch, that's how they are, then yeah, you like, oh, bitch, I came to play too, bitch. I'm not a punk ass bitch. I'm not here to play with y'all. So let me roll up my sleeves and let these bitches know I ain't the one to play with. And I saw that come out, and that's what me and Ken talk about, which is why I got so mad in Miami. Because I'm like, bitch, I didn't talk to you already. So you should have, me and you had a relationship where you could have been like, bitch, what? Come here, bitch. What the fuck you got to say to me? You could have did it just like that. I think if you observe people long enough, you'll know how you can deal with me. And I think Ken and me have got that. We had that understanding. So when I was talking about slapping bitches at that table, it was mainly towards Ken. Because bitch, me and you discussed this already. Q, it was towards Q as well. Because me, I didn't know where Q had came from. Didn't understand that for once. But the disdain, so Ken's disdain towards Tramel makes sense. Now, on the other hand, let's fast forward to the pole dancing. With all that energy that Q gave Tramel, your homegirl don't like Tramel. And that's why you gave him that energy. Now, regardless of how you try to put it, he called me Malcolm X and that raised the flag. Oh, bitch, he be throwing the rocks high his hands. I don't think it's none of those things. Your homegirl didn't like him, and you stand with your homegirl.
And that's how it came off. Yeah, that's exactly how it came off.
Yeah. Just say, my bitch don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you either. That's fine. It's ignorant to me, but that's just me. I'm just some bitch, so you ain't gotta listen to me. But I feel that, bitch, it'd have been validated. You would have been validated if you just said that. My homegirl don't fuck with you and I don't either. And mind you, all season, that's what I was trying to get them to say. Carl, like Nick, talking about you a 40-year-old pick me bitch. Bitch, we will address that later. But at the end of the day, pick me how? If you just said, Carl, Tramel, hi, bring it to the front. Bitch, I don't like you. I think you're too loud and ghetto. I think you was a weird ass bitch that's too quiet, and I just don't fuck with y'all. I would have respected that a lot more than trying to make it look like it was our fault and we were trying to beg for something.
And that's where they messed up at. When you're constantly trying to convince us that Tramel did something, and I'm saying us as in viewer. I'm not saying I'm speaking from a viewer, you know. I'm just trying to preface that for the people who watch it.
Because they already know you be women for us because you our friend, girl. And
yeah,
they don't know that's the whole we have outside of this, bitch. We don't do that shit. If right is right, wrong is wrong, bitch.
That's it. I've never in my
we argue a lot behind these scenes, bitch. Believe it or not, we just don't do it in front of y'all because what? We're real friends.
Yes, we're real friends because that's just.
JT can be wrong right now, bitch. I ain't gonna tell her until we get off this live. I'm never gonna check her in front of y'all.
And me and Carl, we always have our conversations.
Always.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's like I think people don't realize how real friends operate. Because if the intention of getting to know y'all was to really become cool with y'all and be friends with y'all, they would use those moments as growing pains. So I'm a just walk with me here. Because I'm going to go ahead and connect to the Ken doll mean girl statement that Dominique made to him, and he didn't like that, of course. So I want to kind of add that into that part of the conversation where it's like when she said that he gives off a mean girl energy that attracted Nova. Of course he took it wrong. I think the intention of what she was trying to say is that Ken gives mean girl energy in the sense of like a Regina George, right? So where it's like a Regina George, then there's a Gretchen Wieners, then there's a Katie, then there's a
oh, that's my hair, y'all. I'm sorry.
And then what's the other girl name? I can't remember her name. It's Regina, Gretchen, Katie, and then the dumb girl.
Gretchen, Regina, I think it was Katie. No, it's Katie Heron. Katie and
the dumb girl.
The one that girl name.
She can tell the weather with her boobs.
Yes. Why I can't remember her name? I remember everybody's name but hers.
Right. Somebody will say in the comments. But anyways,
her name was Karen.
Karen, yes. Because of that like dynamic amongst mean girls where they kind of like click up, and if one of the like superior girls in the group decide to not like somebody, some of them follow suit. They may not realize that that's what's happening, or they may not even want to acknowledge that that's what's happening.
Ken has a boss bitch energy, and she was leading the pack. She was.
It came off like Ken was making the decision, because let's even pull it back before anything else. He made the decision the moment, because we talked about this earlier, the moment y'all were the moment you came in for Dominique's birthday, he already had a idea of you, how you was acting at the time, right? Because and that was confirmed by the scene that he did with Q after that.
Afterwards. So the birthday party made sense. So then when you fast forward, we talk about the thing when we went to Q's house for the 4th of July, the statement that Ken gave me did not match what I saw on TV in 2026. So I said, might be me, but see, the thing about me, I'm not privy to that information. I can only go off of how you move, how you maneuver around me.
Right.
One thing about me, like everybody said, you can call me on 40. Yes, I am 40 years old, and that should have let y'all know uphand that I have wisdom. So every move I made on Chasing was based off wisdom, because I'm not seeing the scenes. I'm not in the production room. I can only go by what you're giving me when I'm around you. And when you were around me, it gave that you didn't like me. I feel energy. I'm very sensitive to energy. So your energy told me that you didn't fit with me. So me, it wasn't me just saying like, oh, bitch, I got a bone. I know. I know a secret. Like, I got some privy to some information, and I'm finna, like, fuck this bitch up. It wasn't giving that. It was me kind of asking, what's your real thoughts about me? Like, let me know what's going on, because when I'm around you, I feel this energy. So when I came to Sammy's thing, it was kind of like, so hoes ain't inviting hoes to birthday parties, but you get mad at us. What's the tea? That's me asking, what the fuck's the problem? Because when I talk to you at Q's thing, that's everybody understand. Like I was trying to explain in other lives that was the tea, because I had talked to you at Q's 4th of July thing. So like, bitch, when that message got sent 3-4 days later, I'm like, girl, what? I thought we discussed this and was fine. Bitch, and you could have clearly seen, if y'all had a camera at that event, y'all have seen I didn't give 2 fucks about that birthday party. I was just saying, like, girl, I'm just fuck with you. I do everybody like that. It had it been Tramiel, I did him the same way. You not exempt. Basically, that's all it was. It didn't matter. Since you're around me, so you're going to get the same way. I'm going to love on you the same way I love on everybody else, which is through pure chaos. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand that. So it was kind of like, looking at that is what we ran off of. But like I said, there's a lot of narratives. I think what a lot of people were trying to self-produce themselves, thinking they said they're going to make themselves look a certain way to the audience. And because, when you get on these reality shows, you do want to come off a certain way to the audience.
Yeah.
So I figured in your mind, I'm a rich bitch. I'm doing this. These girls are picking on me. I can run with that narrative. And people are going to do that. But are the facts in the show matching what you're thinking? You got to think about, there's scenes that's being shot that you don't know about.
Yeah.
There's things that you may have been in the moment and you may not have heard or you may not have caught. Yeah. And that's it. Like me, I get drunk in some scenes. And I do. And with that being said, I stick to in my drunken mind. I just stick to the facts because it's like, bitch, I can't, whether drunk or not. You can't get wrong if it actually happened. That's
Yeah,
it. I can't be. Don't make shit up. Don't get emotional. Just stick to the facts, and you'll
that's
never go
it.
wrong.
Simple. Tay asks, do y'all feel like some people in the cast have pre-existing ideas about you guys? Do y'all feel that place a conflict to knowing each other?
Well, I actually heard that on a couple of lives, which is like I said, we'll be getting into a little bit later. Um, I think initially, like you gotta realize, initially when coming into the cast, a lot of these people didn't know us.
Yeah.
So they're thinking like, oh, these like, they may not know. All right, I'll just put this for you not to know who he is. It's kind of sketchy to me because if you didn't know me, I understand, but not to know anything about me is crazy. But
Yeah.
and let's just go for the sheer giggle and say you didn't know anything about me. The difference between y'all and me, this is what I'm assuming based on how y'all act. I'd have did my research because
Mm-hmm.
I would be lying if I didn't tell you I didn't look up every last one of y'all. I
Yeah.
looked up everybody on the cast before I got there. Everybody. I have to know what I'm walking myself into. I don't have to watch the show because I've been an avid watcher since season 1. So I don't have to do that. But as far as who's I'm going to be sitting next to and who I'm going to be interacting on this cast, I looked up every last one of you. Every last one of you. So maybe I didn't know you, but I was very familiar with how you present yourself online. And why? Because I got to do my research. I would look at how you present yourself online. Your your basically your stage presence. How do you present to your audience? I look at all of that because that's just what I do. I'm in the world of entertainment. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking that you all would. So
Yeah.
that's just it.
I
And I
think
feel like
too,
y'all didn't do that. Had y'all done that, y'all might have maneuvered a little differently.
yeah, and then that's why I said going back to the advice of it all. If you really want to make sure that what you think and feel is known and understood, you better submit that scene.
Listen, you got to submit the
Simple.
thing to get that clarity. And then you also got
Because
to look at the fact that when y'all keep saying like, oh well, they're like I've heard them saying a couple lives, well, they were already familiar with calling Tramiel. People are familiar with me and Tramiel, yes. But the reason why me and Tramiel both apply for chasing, because we on the same level playing field as y'all. We don't have a one up on y'all. There's
yeah,
people on this audience that do not know us either, which is why we applied for the show because we could
yeah,
use a little bit more recognition and eyes on us for the things that we do as well. We're all on the
mhm,
same playing field for a reason. So no, me and
mhm,
Tramiel didn't have a one up on y'all. We navigate the space because that's what we do, and we did that beforehand. Tramiel was on another major show before he got on Chasing. Me on the other hand, I've always been attached. I've always been a friend of. I've always been the friend of. I've never been actually a main character on any show except for one that a lot of y'all probably ain't never heard of. So with that being said, yes, we all came in here like hungry, but one thing I'm not gonna do because you can't come in there trying to make moments. It looks desperate, and the audience can already tell. Only thing I
mhm,
can come in this moment and do is be me. And I think a lot of people on this cast been their new season. They didn't think to be themselves. They try to be who they thought the audience wanted them to be. Be you. If you a
mhm,
trash ass bitch, then just be that.
yeah,
If you want to come in there and just be drama and make this turn into baddie season 2, then do that. But you better be able to stand 10 toes down in all the shit that you do. That's all I'm saying.
mhm.
Just
Because
be able to do that.
I'm gonna give a good example. So this is for my babe Sammy because I know I love me some Sammy down, right?
We know.
So when it comes down to Sammy, so let's go into the whole like submission of scenes. Tramiel wanted to make sure that everybody understood in reference to what happened between him and Ken
Period
happened.
talking.
Like he wanted to make sure that his side of the situation and perspective was understood. What did he do? Submit a scene with Sammy,
True.
right? So he was able to showcase his tea and have a whole conversation with Sammy, get his point across, clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
What Sammy could have done, because then later on, why everybody started to think that either Sammy was, riding the fence or playing both sides, it's because Sammy did not get to do what, well, Sammy did not get to, Sammy didn't do what I feel like he should have done. And I'm gonna
Let's
say
set
what
both
the
of them
issue was.
together.
Yes, when Ken came and said later on that, oh, well, Sammy didn't say this, that was an issue. Sammy should have set a scene up for Ken and Tramiel to sit
True.
down and
True.
mediate that whole situation, just to make, not only just to help fix their situation, because that could have been handled sooner, number one,
It could have
but
been.
he could have also absolved himself in reference to, okay, just so y'all know, I'm not playing both sides with y'all. I fuck with both of y'all.
Exactly. And that's how you ride a fence correctly.
Yeah. And that's
But
why I
see,
said
the thing is,
that's
but
my
that's how I want to say when
advice.
it comes to Sammy.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, there's a narrative I see in the comments, and I've said it myself that he's a fence rider. But honestly, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't think that he was a fence rider. Sammy clearly picked his side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. He clearly picked his side. Like me and Sammy, we do know each other outside of this group because I've known Sammy for a while, but we didn't hang like him and Tramiel did. So I was more disappointed in him for how he handled Tramiel.
Yeah.
Me, I don't really give a fuck about because I'm not. I know the difference between acquaintance or artists in the industry versus a real friend. I do know the difference. So with that
Yeah.
being said, it wasn't me and you never had that relationship, but you and Tramiel did.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand why. And what pees me off about Tramiel is that Tramiel needs to start being. Me and Tramel's been friends for too long, and I do try. The thing about Tramiel, I do try to take a little bit of Tramiel on to where I try not to be as loud and as fucking rah rah sometimes. Because I do let a little bit of Tramiel wear off of me a little bit, and I feel like Tramiel don't let enough of me wear off on him.
Mm-hmm.
Check them bitches where they stand. And that's
Yeah.
it. Check on where they stand because you would have instead of just saying, fuck it, I'm grown, y'all handle it. And I get that because if watch the comments, I see that a lot where everybody be like, oh well, at a certain age, you gotta stop doing this. That's why I'm not saying it. As a me, and people don't realize the Carl that y'all see today, I've not always been that Carl. I was the
Yeah.
quiet person too. I've always been a very old soul for my age. I'm pretty have much of a Benjamin Buttons type of personality. So if
Yeah.
y'all have met me in my 20s, y'all have thought I was just like an old man. I didn't really do too much any goddamn thing. But now that I'm getting older, because being quiet and being around a lot of people who express themselves, I had a lot of time to watch people. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care if I'm 20 or 80. Check them bitches where they stand.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to keep being quiet and say, "Ooh, I'm old, I'm tired, I ain't got time for that," that is a choice that you made. That is not one that I'm making. If you play some bullshit, if we 70-year-olds sitting in front of the lobby of the motherfucking nursing home, bitch, let me put my walker up here and check this bitch. Because who are you talking to?
Yeah.
I'm not letting shit slide. Because when I was younger, I used to let so much shit slide, things that I can clearly see was shade, and I would just let it slide, or say, you know what, I'm too grown, I'm too old to address this. I'm not doing that anymore. So what I've noticed with me with age, I've gotten older, and it's gotten worse. So now
Yeah.
I'm really checking you now because what I probably wouldn't have said in my 20s and 30s, in my 40s, I'm definitely telling you, we're not doing that. So if you don't
Yeah.
like me, bitch, I would probably you would be a bitch I drink with if you just say, bitch, I don't like you. You know what? I like you. Come on.
Yeah.
Because you're honest. I like an honest bitch. You're honest, bitch. I can get that. But bitch, with them bitches that be trying to spin narratives and rewrite history, I'm not with revisionists. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Go to use the facts in front of you and just go with that. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's my soapbox speech. You're welcome.
No, it's true T, because I want to basically back that same statement. It's like same as me. It's like a lot of people don't realize like the eloquent, very confident person that y'all see today is not who I used to be. Like I used to let
Yeah,
people
I just
run.
seen her sneak out recently.
Hello. Like bitch, I used to act a fool when I didn't know how to really like handle myself in terms of like I used to let people run over me at first, where
Hmm.
I used to just like let people say whatever because I was scared of how everything would be interpreted as far as what I would say. Kind of the things I do now. Like it's kind of like, the people have a tendency to kind of like always take what I say the wrong way.
Hmm.
And so I always, back then when I would think about it, it used to really bother me to the point where I subdue myself. Like I would just become like a little turtle and be like, no, I don't want to talk about this.
True that.
And it after a while I got tired of being that person because it's like that's not fair to me to hold myself back because other people are choosing, because most of the time it's choosing to interpret my words and my actions incorrectly because I know my intention and I'm always very honest, as you said too. Like I'm a very honest person and I was raised just like many others were raised is to treat people how you want to be treated.
Correct.
So in my mind, I'm like, if I'm an honest person and I know for a fact that most people prefer honesty, then I'm gonna give you honesty always. And
Right.
I expect that in
In
return.
return. Correct.
So it's really just that simple. And so fast forward to like who I am today, like I'm way more confident in what I want, what I require, and also like how I choose to maneuver with my friends and people I interact with on a regular. Like bitches gotta know, like, I'm very kind. But baby, there are also boundaries here. You will not disrespect me. You will not do this. And if I do choose to get to know a bitch, I'll be like, hey, what is this? How you do this? Or if they do something that I don't understand or I feel is wrong, then I'm gonna bring it up. Because why? Those are growing pains in a relationship. A perfect example, actually, me and Scotty. Like, obviously, me and Scotty really took time to start getting to know each other when we did the first season of the scene, right? And we had, like I tell everybody, growing pains where there were some things that I may say or do that Scotty don't like. And he lets me know.
Not to mention, you two were really getting to know each other during the process because y'all were familiar with each other, but y'all didn't know each other that well
Yes.
at the time. So it's just like y'all don't realize they are getting to know each other in this space as well too. So there's that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like we were really taking the time to do that. And with that comes receiving the fact that some people may not like everything that you say and do, but long as I know that it did bother you, there's a way to maneuver that. There's a way to learn a way to handle that person if you give a fuck enough. So going back into what we're discussing in reference to Chasing Atlanta is, I think a lot of them messed up in the sense of you're constantly saying that you don't like Tremel, you don't like Carl, but what is the reason? And you're not really acknowledging what it is in the forefront. Y'all are talking to each other and y'all are basically, yeah, girl to each other. But we as viewers don't know what the fuck is happening. And Tremel and Carl don't know what the fuck's going on because y'all are not telling them.
Right.
And so how can you really move forward if there isn't really a lot of understanding there? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not really taking the time to tell them straight up, hey, I didn't like what you did here.
Right.
The way Ken was able to sit down with you, he should have been able to sit down with Tremel.
I don't see why I would have rather see him sit down with Tremel before me because I was more aggressive with Ken than Tremel was. So I would have seen him sitting Tremel aside before me. That's what just me as a viewer, just from watching the show. I mean, there's one thing to be there, but from watching the show and trying to get it from a viewer's perspective, I would have seen him sitting down with Tremel before me. Just me.
Yeah. And I think so too. I felt like it would have worked better if he went ahead and just talked to the both of y'all. Or like I said before, even if it wasn't at that time when you and him talked, at least it could have been when Sammy and Tremel talked. Like we said earlier, Sammy could have easily
facilitated
bridged
that if
gap
he wanted to.
So you see how, as we're discussing it, there were so many ways that the group, the elites could have maneuvered in this terms of like really showcasing if there isn't, because one of the biggest things that they kept talking about in part 2 and part 1 is this lack of no divide, when in actuality it was. If there wasn't a divide, there would have been more motion in terms of really, because here's the thing, not fucking with a person doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't talk to them. In my opinion, especially if you're doing a show. I don't like it when it get to a point, because we could talk about reality TV as a whole. I don't like it where there are certain people who genuinely just don't want to fuck with each other and they don't talk to each other at all on a show. That makes it very hard to watch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Perfect example would be Candace and Giselle on Potomac.
Right.
When they fell out, they just completely stopped having any type of engagement with each other within the group.
True that.
And the tension was so obvious. And that's what fucks up a lot of dynamics in groups, because y'all are not taking the time to just have a conversation. Even if y'all get into it and y'all don't find a resolution, conflict is a step forward. People don't realize that. Sometimes some people be like, oh, we may take some steps back, but no, you can really start then seeing where the issues are by y'all having disagreements. You got to talk about it. You got to,
which is what me and Ken did on the show. We seen where it started at, and we're like, okay, it was a misunderstanding. Let's get this together here.
Yeah, and that's why I think they could have done that. It could have been way different as far as the trajectory of their situation. As far as Q is concerned, I think his energy towards Tremel is a bit weird. Only it comes off as weird because of the fact that there isn't really a actual starting point. Like, where was the disconnect? Because they were always fine.
I thought.
So
And he even
just
mentioned that when he did the interview with you. Like you seen at Noel's performance, Tremel had his arms wrapped around me. Yes. So now
yeah,
are you see I'm like you see what's happening, but it's not registering the same way. So now you're seeing what we're seeing. So
yeah,
where
which is
did it go
why
wrong at?
this is why everybody's asking. So what are the rocks that Tremel are throwing?
Because
Like we were
Malcolm
just
X didn't
looking
send you
up.
like that. I'm just saying it didn't send you overboard like not like that. The way to where
Yeah,
there's no redemption for Tremel in your relationship. That didn't send you that way. If that's what you're saying that if you're trying to have a serious moment and Tremel called you Malcolm X and that sent you completely over the moon, that's crazy.
yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. And I mean, that's what I said when I asked him in the interview, because if Malcolm X was the real turning point for you, but it wasn't though, because he also said that Tremel does things,
Which is what
behind
we're
the
waiting for at the
scenes.
reunion. That's what we're
Yeah.
waiting to hear.
Yeah. Cause that's why I'm just like, I really, really want to know. I really hope that that's brought up. Like, I really, really hope that's discussed, because I really want to know myself, like on some real shit.
Yeah.
Like, really. Hi, Paul.
Hey. And I see y'all in the comments. We are definitely gonna get there.
Oh, we're getting there.
We're
Yeah,
definitely getting there.
we're getting to the things of the things. But no, I think that that's what it is. So that's where on this particular portion of the conversation, I wanted to basically say that was some advice that I have to the boys, because
Right.
I think that that is where a lot of their stuff didn't
Went
really,
wrong.
yeah, it went
And I guess
wrong.
we'll get more into that on
And
part 3 when y'all see that, because I'm pretty sure that's what we'll be getting into.
yeah, and just to also point out, girl, like, because I wanted to say that too when you had said it earlier. My perspective never comes from me being friends with these people.
Right.
My perspective is always coming from either a viewer or a producer. It has nothing to do with my friendships. I
Right.
consider Carl and Tremel just like everybody else in this cast. When we're talking about or dealing with this cast, we're talking about players.
Correct.
So I'm
Jack,
thinking of
sit
it
your ass down.
just like any other person would think of as a show. You know what I'm saying? And so when we're having this conversation, I'm always thinking about where things could have went differently. Because as I said earlier, I can understand where the starting point for Ken and Carl happened was when Carl met him at his house.
Mm-hmm.
That was the starting point. Their first meeting
Yeah.
did not go well. And as everybody say, your first impression is everything.
Is everything, right.
So that's kind of a part of the situation. Like, Carl's impression at the time for Carl towards Ken, Ken didn't like it. And
Right.
that was when moving forward, Ken had a certain idea of Carl. And then of course at some point Tremel came about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I
that's
think
just
they grouped me and Tremel together because one thing about it, me and Tremel have been best friends for a long time, but me and Tremel are nothing alike. So it's just like you can't be like, oh well, you brought Carl, so you in it too. Like that's why I say I'm really curious to know what narratives were spent, what things that didn't nobody see, because me and Tremel handle things completely differently. So I don't
yeah,
understand like how that would have been the thing. I could easily, especially when you talk about the elites, I can easily see y'all fucking with Tremel and not fucking with me. Like, cause I'm not even
yeah,
the type of person. Like I like me, bitch. I'm fucking whoever fuck with me. Whether you
yeah,
elite or extra, it does not matter. But it's just
it
like
doesn't.
even Tony, like y'all didn't put Tony over there with the elite. And like I said, I know these people. Like y'all want to go through elite status, those are definitely elite bitches. So I don't
Hello.
understand how they weren't in there.
But
And
see, that's
honestly,
why I
everybody on the cast, really, for real, for real. But I think the ghettoest bitches on the cast probably be the oldest and the youngest, which would be me and Alfia.
think
We
I'm
the about the
stupid.
hoodest bitches on here. It's just us two.
Okay. JT, would you be on the cast? Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
I am broke. And also, no, it's no shade.
He's
Like,
already an extra. So
yeah, I'm already an extra, number one. But no, I love the producing part of this. I think now that we got this cast, I love to produce this group. Like, I love everybody in this
but
cast.
JT was actually manifesting this before they even announced they were coming back.
Yes.
We were basically having a conversation. She was like, "Well, I would love if Chasen was here. I would love to work on production to do that." And then when they announced that, I said, "Oh, she was like, bitch, here's my opportunity. Look at God. Like, here's my
Uh-huh.
opportunity." They did it because we were just talking about that, and we were actually talking about doing the scene ATL beforehand. And then
Yep.
when Chasen came about, we kind of like abandoned everything. The scene, like, oh, bitch, let's go over there.
Yeah.
What you need us
That's
to do?
that's what I'm saying. Everything
Who?
just happened. I'm
My
like, well,
phone.
bitch. So I'm here where I'm supposed to be at, child.
All right,
I was screaming.
Tony, please.
I cannot. But no,
See, the
yes,
only bitch that knows me besides Tramiel would be Tony. That's the only person I've been knowing besides as long as everybody, longer as Tramiel is Tony. So Tony know how I am.
yes,
But like the rest of these bitches, y'all just didn't know. But Tony know, and she
yes,
because she's just like me, honestly. But yeah, that's
yes.
another
Tony and
conversation.
Tramel are the only two people that was familiar with you enough.
Yes, they knew me very well, and Tony is we are two peas in a pod. So
Well, Dominique knows you too,
don't let her
though.
pull and oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We will definitely get to that.
We'll get there.
Don't
I'm
worry
screaming.
your little skin. We will get to that.
I'm screaming.
We will definitely
But
get to
yes,
that.
but let's get into Dominique versus Q.
Oh, the Dominic and Q of it all.
Yes, and you know I have some advice for Dominique as
That
well.
pissed me off, honestly.
Yes.
That it happened on the reunion. I was more mad with Q. And we'll get to this. I'm telling y'all we're gonna get to this. But I'm gonna tell y'all between us, like as RuPaul would say, between me and us squirrel friends.
Okay.
Child, Q lost the plot. And the plot was always Dominique. And if y'all go back, like I always tell y'all, the camera's there, it's always recorded. Y'all go watch these blogs, these reviews. I have said that on multiple occasions. You got all this disdain for Tramiel. You are looking at the wrong target. The bitch
Yes.
been coming for you because, like, I don't care what. Because y'all to realize when we're filming this, there's scenes that we don't see. We
Mm-hmm.
watch the show, even the way it's edited. We see it just like y'all do. So there's no way on God's green earth you can tell me that we all watched the same show and you are sitting there watching Chasing episodes 1 through 11, and you said that I'm gonna bring all the smoke to Tramiel. Ain't no way. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no way. You did a couple of things on your stories. That's cute. But when you got on them things, all your disdain was for Tramiel, not Dominique, who's been coming for you since before he even really knew you.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not giving anything to Dominique? Why?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad it happened between the two of them, but I'm mad it happened so late. Cause like, girl, you should have been riding Dominique's ass. Cause don't let the anchor fool you. The only person got the hiring, power, and fire. Excuse me, I'm fucking my words up. The hiring and firing power is in Dario. It ain't fucking Neek. So you should have drug her ass to the motherfucking mud like I tend to.
I'm
Cause
screaming.
absolutely not. We're not gonna let that just fly on by. And you let that fly on by, and I don't know why.
I don't know. And he said before he'll address him in an interview. I don't know which interview because he didn't address it in mine, child.
Yeah, that's all I want to know. What interview are you going to address that? Because I've watched everybody's lives, interviews, when y'all pop up on blogs, which is why I have so much ammunition for myself because I pay attention. And I
Yeah.
just could not for the life of me why you don't have that much for him. Now, I'm not saying that you ain't took a couple of shots because you have, but Neek should have been your number one target. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting because you're right. Like it was definitely Dominique definitely had some tension with Q all season.
All season.
But it wasn't registering. I wonder why though. You know, like why was it not really registering the Q that there
Y'all
was
know
some
no accountability king. I will get those answers for y'all.
Okay.
I think I know why, but actually because, like I said, this is just me speculating. I don't want y'all to take nothing I'm saying as fact. This is just my opinion. I like to hear from the horse's mouth, so I'll ask him my damn self why, because I want to know why. Just saying, Dominique gave you a lot, and you didn't give her enough back. That's all I'm saying. You should have got that bitch.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think it was very interesting. I'm interested to see. Hi, Faith. How you doing? I'm interested to see what the vibes is gonna give because it's like, that was definitely out of nowhere in the sense of like for the people. It was out of nowhere because of there was never any like indication outside. If you really think about it, outside of little small stuff, that scene at the lemon squeeze when Dominique was upset at how Q came at him and how Q was acting.
But mind you, even in that scene, Q was talking mainly in general. But again, Dominique forced all his energy towards Q. Why is Q not catching that? Tramiel called you Malcolm X and you was ready to whoop her ass. Why Dominique can get in the same smoke?
Yeah.
Is it because your friendship with Ken? Is it because you want to build a friendship with Neek? Do you think she's the anchor and she can have you hired and fired? What is the tea? Like, I really want to know why you didn't have it, because the only person that came at you bluntly and said, bitch, I don't like you, pretty much, or I don't like the way you talk and shit, has been Neek. Tramel has never done that to you. And then, mind you, me and you get into it in Miami. I have never had that, of course, for the little slight thing, but even then it wasn't that deep, which is how you handle it. You handled me even at your game night like it wasn't that deep. So, okay, kudos. But the person who's been bluntly coming at you has been Dominique since the very beginning. And you just been blowing that off like it's been nothing. Is it because y'all are the leads? Like, which is it? I like to know the answer. Because I want to know why me and Tramel were getting our wigs tugged from east to west, and that girl was going by unscathed until the reunion.
Yeah. So what did you think of when Dominique basically was saying, like, when they got into it, he was just like, he's too sensitive. That's why he don't really deal with her like that. And he shows up like a bitch. That's what Dominique was saying to Q.
Ooh. Well, that could mean so many things. And like some of the things that when he's made that statement, I did hold that near and dear to my heart because, like, as an extra, I wasn't invited to all the elite activities. So that could be coming from something that I did not see. I personally didn't see that because, like I said, as we see in the season, I was invited to all the shit. So maybe it's something that happened that I'm not privy to. But only thing I got from that, from sitting there and watching it back like everybody else did, is that there's something that Dominique has peeped about from Q that he's dying to tell everybody, like, bitch, you've been a wishy-washy girl for a long time, and I just don't fuck with you. Yeah. And mind you, as he's saying that, even watching Q, she didn't really get hype until the very end. It's like, girl, I would have jumped off. You had a red boot ready for me. Why you had a red boot on that day? Why you didn't toss that bitch and unzip her and toss that bitch at that hoe?
I was gonna
because you tossed it at me and Nova got boots to the face and chest.
It's
like to get nam boot. What's going on?
Just like Dominique said, we know how the red boots go, girl.
Yeah, you know how the red boots go. So why you not throwing them now? Because that girl deserved a boot. Okay, she deserved a boot, and you did not take your boot off of her.
Yes. But I do think that Dominique could potentially have some valid reasons. I think that probably are things that unfortunately he never actually brought up, which goes into my my suggestions. Again, if you feel something, you need to say something. Like the old saying, if you see something, say something.
Why would you go say that?
yes. Because
if you say something.
Yes, and if you feel something, say something. Like, I think that's the problem, that why everybody was saying, because we paid attention for weekly, and I kind of assumed this was going to happen in the sense of people starting to kind of like try to turn on Dominique a little bit and basically be like, oh, Dominique's being fake and things of that nature. I think it's because Dominique wasn't as forthcoming with how he felt about things and how he felt towards people as much as maybe we've seen in the past.
But I will say that people on the past were a little bit more outspoken than a lot of people on this cast, for one. And for two, what show have y'all been watching? Dominique has been a bitch since season 4. So I'm not understanding why it's a surprise to y'all today that she's a mean girl. Like, she's motherfucker. Kim may be Regina George, but that bitch is the hoe from Jawbreaker. Like, she was doing this long before. I'm just saying, like, she been doing this. So with that being said, it's like, I'm not understanding why y'all not seeing that now. Like, what show were y'all watching? Like, she's been a bitch for a long time. So I don't know why it's surprising to y'all now that even that this is more for the audience. Like, I can't believe Dominique this season. And you believed him 4th and 5 too? I'm just in 6. I'm just,
okay.
Like, where were y'all been at? Even because he's been a mean girl. So I'm confused. Like, why is this a confusement then? Like somebody said, ask Rico. They threw me in that whole debacle and I had nothing to do with it. I was an innocent bystander and they used me for their season 5 story. I still ain't over it yet.
Still ain't over it yet.
I have a confessional, a green screen, or nothing. And y'all, they were dogging me out of the comments like, that Carl's a shit starter. I wasn't even there. So, I'm just saying. That's just how I feel about it.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying, but like, I really feel like, but mind you, even reading the comments, I really feel like nobody watches the show in its entirety and really try to, dissect. Like me, when I watch TV, I dissect, like, I watch body language, I watch energy, I watch facial expressions, I watch all that so I can give a nice, synopsis of how I feel. Like, okay, based off the things I watched tonight and everything I observed tonight, this is how I feel about tonight's episode. Even last night, they was like, well, this seems very far-fetched. I feel like we need a part 3. And Dario literally did a whole commercial and gave y'all and said part 3 is coming.
Yes.
As I watched 80 million comments say, where is it? We need another part. This don't seem finished. He literally just told y'all that. But if you had watched it, you would have known that. And that is how I'm looking at most of the comments. Even the comments, I'm not gonna lie, even the comments in our chats tonight, I can tell who's in their personal feelings and taking certain scenes and certain things that made you feel a personal way. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, therapy, because that's what you need. But at the end of the day, y'all taking personal scenes and applying it to your own life choices, and y'all didn't actually watch the show in its entirety. Because the way y'all say things sometimes is like y'all didn't watch that. Y'all, there's no way you watch the entire show and you got that conclusion out of it. There's no way. There's no way you got that. So I'm confused. Yeah, they're not watching it. There's no way y'all watching the show. Because like I'm looking at the comments like, I can't even say the fact that you maybe started later. You might be like, 2 or 3 minutes behind. Like you are literally not watching the show at all. Like they be doing think pieces, and I'm like, girl, you were loud and wrong. Like wrong as fuck. If you'd have watched maybe 10 minutes ahead, you would have deleted all of that.
Yeah,
but you didn't. Even the clips, I can tell that about the Instagram clips. They are literally analyzing this show based off 15-second clips that's on Instagram. And I'm commenting on all of them. Did you watch the show? I ain't watching the show. Then shut the fuck up then. Because you can't make an informed decision if you didn't watch the whole thing. You can't take a clip of it and be like, oh, I don't understand what they're arguing about. Well, you wouldn't, bitch, if you didn't watch it. And then mind you, that's the last episode. You need just 10 episodes you need to lead up to that point. Y'all don't even know because you didn't watch it. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. It's even all the way going down to we about to get into the hot topic part, now.
Okay, yeah, we just giving that a little tidbit. Let's get into the real shit. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure that we get into all the other stuff before we get into the real things. And then Dario, yes, I'll get drop the link for people to come and chat it up after we get through our little takes.
We just get our little piece, and then we'll definitely let y'all come up and we want to hear from you hoes. Okay?
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to talk about the Alfia and Nova of it all. So when we obviously ended off with, the Noel and Nova situation, which, my God, today, that was just such a gag-worthy set. Mm-hmm. And so when we get into the things, a couple of the things that Dominique hit, she hit, obviously, the colorism comments. She talked about how Nova said that she hated women, all of those things, right? Mm-hmm. Nova responded by saying, obviously, she said she doesn't hate women. And, she was trying to make a joke of it or whatever. Like, I would not, hate all women. I don't know all women. But sure. No, she was saying in general that she don't hate women because a Jamaican Black woman basically took her in at 16 when her mom and dad and everybody basically kicked her out.
Right.
Which, I'll go ahead and let everybody know. Nova will also be a new interview coming soon. And we're going to get into who she really is. But the overall things of it was, she basically was explaining that she doesn't hate women. She do not hate Black women because a Black woman is the reason why she's here today, basically. Right. And the part that I find to be very annoying is the fact that not even just I'm not talking about with the scene. I'm talking about with the viewers who are watching it in real time, even after the fact.
Right.
I really hate how there's such a disdain for this one person because of a bad choice, granted, because we're not making because as we would always preference, we're not making no kind of like excuse for her. We're not defending Nova in the sense of what she said was wrong. Right? Because it was wrong in the sense of, damn, girl, y'all ain't got to pull out, somebody else's business, right? She was wrong for that. But the problem that I have with it is the moment y'all are finally getting more of who she is and at least an understanding of her backstory, y'all are choosing to not receive it because of a bad decision she made or a bad choice she made. And I find that to be somewhat kind of like inhumane. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like,
I definitely do.
why is it that you, even though somebody made a bad decision, how is it that they're such an evil person because of what that one moment? Is it what they did was evil, or is it that y'all are choosing, and I'm emphasizing that, choosing to perceive her as this bad person based off of the things that she did?
Okay, now I have another point for that, just to piggyback off what you're saying. So let's look at the facts. The facts of the matter of the fact of the matter of fact is that the majority of the audience for Chasing's franchise is cisgender women. Let's get that straight. So what I enjoyed about the fact that, and I know a lot of y'all, I might catch a lot of heat for this, so I'm gonna tell y'all, like y'all know I'm gonna tell the truth. I love the fact that that Alfia was a part of this cast. Because putting a cisgender woman right in the middle brought out a lot of homophobia, a lot of transphobia, a lot of transphobia, because of the simple fact that everybody wants to talk and speaks about all inclusive, and we're all on the same playing field. We're all brothers and sisters. We're allies. All this good stuff. This was your opportunity to. This was your opportunity to show that, and this fact that there was cast members on here that was treated the same way Alfia was, and it flew right by y'all like dust.
Yep.
But y'all focused all y'all attention on protect Alfia, protect Alfia. There's cast members on here that were treated just like she was. Y'all didn't bat an eye to it. But because Nova was trans and y'all felt like y'all in your heart, y'all feel the separation between gays, trans, and y'all. We're just gonna call it what it is. Y'all feel the separation between gays and trans and y'all. And this season brought that out of all of y'all in them comments. Even some of the comments that's in here today is bringing it out of y'all. And it's like y'all are so deep rooted in y'all trans and homophobia, y'all can't even see it. Y'all don't even see it. It's bringing it all out. And I don't understand how y'all are still in these comments arguing the fact, and y'all still not seeing that y'all are transphobic and homophobic. It shows it. Y'all are so entertained by this LGBTQ predominantly platform, but at the end of the day, y'all don't like gay people. Y'all don't like trans people. Y'all don't. And y'all comments are proving it. Even the ones that claim that y'all not. The way y'all are defending the topics, that y'all reasoning for defending it, is rooted in transphobia and homophobia. It's rooted in it, and y'all cannot deny it. And it's so sad to watch. And it's some of y'all I love down. I'm looking, and this is not just for the women, gay men, gay men. It ain't just. I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about gay men as well, which is even more shocking to me. Y'all are transphobic, and it shows, because honestly, y'all didn't protect Alfia. Y'all, this ain't a safe place for cisgender women. It's not a safe place because y'all wanted us as men, as grown gay men, to go beat her ass. That's what y'all wanted. That's what y'all wanted. And y'all are really disappointed because y'all didn't get that.
Yeah. Because they kept yelling out, because there was a lot of people, and just to clarify, because we're having a conversation over here, people. We're the type of people, we're not going to sit here and jump on either end. We like to tell the story for what it is, right? We look at stuff for what it is. And to me, what it is, as a Black woman of trans experience, I can honestly say Nova has said a lot of ignorant things. She's done things that we may not like. Absolutely.
She's done most of the things this season we didn't like.
Yes, but most of the things. We're not going to sit here and say it's just one thing. I just was prefacing earlier saying, like, the starting point of her and Alfia was what that was. That whole gay for pay shit. That was the starting point. She shouldn't have brought it up. That was just the gist of it. But that does not make her an overall bad person. The things that even led off after that, yes, they were wrong. Yes, certain shit happened, but there was parts that y'all don't know either where Alfia also was wrong. True. Because y'all don't get to see everything. Because and nobody's not saying that Alfia has no room to respond to her. That's what I want to acknowledge too. She has every right to respond.
And she did.
Yes, because here's the gag of it all. Here's the gag of it all. It's not that nobody ain't never told Alfia that she was wrong in any capacity about the things that she had maybe directed towards Nova.
Right.
But y'all are saying that everybody didn't hold Nova accountable for the things that she had said towards Alfia. Why is that? Because y'all didn't see it. But when people are saying it, y'all are not receiving it. Perfect example. When Tony had said in the reunion, well, not in the reunion, but when Tony had brought up the whole thing in general in reference to what happened between Alfia and Nova when the scene with Q. She talked to him, and literally, y'all saw the screenshot of Alfia.
Highlight Maui 7124. Exactly what she said. That's all I'm trying to say. Because y'all can dislike her without being phobic. Like, trust me, if I'm thinking like me, I have that talent where I can put myself aside and look at it from y'all point of view. Like me, I have a relationship with Nova because I filmed with her. But I can put watching the show, not knowing any of y'all, not any people body that's on here. Me personally, I would hate Nova. I ain't gonna hold you. That is a raggedy ass bitch. And if I wasn't on this show and I was reviewing it, Nova is a raggedy ass bitch is what I would have said if I was reviewing this show. But notice I called her a raggedy ass, tailhead, nappy head ass bitch. But I never said I never called her Puerto Rican little Puerto Rican boy in drag. I never called her a man. You can dislike them without being transphobic.
Yeah,
that's it. You can dislike it because I ain't gonna hold you. I feel your sentiments. That's why I'm understanding. I want people to see both sides of that. Not saying it like, oh, you're saying we're wrong because we hate Nova. No, absolutely. If I was watching the show and I didn't know nobody, I hate her ass too.
Yeah, and that's what
was doing the most.
This is the point where we're saying they was like we can only judge based off of what we see. But then here's the thing: y'all are choosing what y'all choosing. I'm not talking about the comments. The commenters who are saying that. I'm not saying that to y'all specifically. Correct. I'm saying that to the people who. You can say like, oh, we only go off of what
we're
we
talking
see.
in general.
Yeah, but people choose sometimes what they want to see because, as I just said, Tony told Q about because some people didn't see it, obviously, where Alfia had sent that message in the group chat and she misgendered Nova. Correct. No, Tony did see it, so she brought it up. But nobody don't ever reference that situation to why, when y'all saw them later on in the season, why there was still tension amongst them.
Correct.
Like, so, but they don't connect those dots because they're still focused on what only Nova been doing.
Right. So, and you can't help that one bitch is louder than the other. You just can't help it.
And I get that. And so the thing is, though, is I'm not even trying to make it like, oh, Alfia is a bad person. It's not that. The point that I'm trying to make is, as Tony like to say, let the girls windmill.
Just let them windmill.
At the end of the day,
as like Nova we did.
Like as Nova said in the reunion, there was never an intention of her trying to get into with any of the guys. If she was going to have any disagreement with anybody, it was going to be the girls, Alfia or Tony. Now, granted, does that sound like you're kind of like, planning it or something? Sure, it could come off that way. It can be perceived that way, right? But as a girl, it makes sense. You don't want to get into it with a man, period. Whether you trans or whether you a woman in reality, you're a cis woman. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like,
and you got to realize things were handled. When I think this is my mindset, just observe. Like I said, I'm good at reading energy, and I can read people very well.
Yeah.
Nova didn't come in being a mean person because the Nova that I know is not the Nova that y'all saw on this camera. So with that being said, Nova came into this reality space and she had baddies as her reference. That's what she came in with. Because the first person she came in when she got in here was Tony. It wasn't Alfia. The first one she came in when she got in this was Tony. Then she came in Alfia. She knew she wasn't going to get into it with no boys unless it happened, which we see that happen down the line. But literally looking at Nova, her intention was to just have turmoil with the other girls that was on the goddamn show. That's what she wanted. So my thing with that being said, you have to recognize exactly what her intentions were. Now, not saying you necessarily have to like her and what her intentions were. I'm just getting y'all to look at this from a different side, where she's coming from that. So that's where she's coming from with it. So you have to look at that. Tony and Alfia are two different people. Tony said, bitch, I'm going to pull out the facts, the screenshots, the X-mails. Girl, what's going on with me and you? Yeah. Alfia is like me. She wasn't going to handle it like that. Girl, if you want to go low, let's take it to hell, bitch. You're a man, bitch. Yeah. And you're always going to be one. And mind you, because Alfia does have a relationship with half of the cast, and she didn't want to come off as the homophobic, transphobic bitch, that's why she took that email and she redid it so many times. Because she was battling with herself. Do I come for this bitch with everything that I got, or do I be respectful to my other people that I know and love that's in this space? And I don't want to disrespect them. That's the type of person Alfia is. So I knew exactly why she did it. But now you got to realize, like Tony that's caught it, Tony don't know her. So girl, Is it something that are you transphobic? Like, what's happening here? Tony, but unlike if y'all know Tony, like I know Tony, Tony's gonna ask some questions. We're not gonna beat around the bush. Girl, what's going on? Where your stand set with trans women? Because bitch, when I saw this, it looked like this. So Tony's gonna ask that.
Yeah.
Alfia's not that type. Alfia's like, bitch, I just need to go places, but I don't want to disrespect anybody that's going on. Yeah. And it's like, I get that. So it's kind of like, it's a couple of things that's going on here. And I wish that everybody just looked at it as a level playing field. We say so many times that cisgender women are allies to us and we love and protect them just like everybody else. So with that being said, y'all should allow Alfia to be on a level playing field. I don't know if y'all need to go back and re-reference this show. Y'all show me any scene where Alfia needed protecting it. That's a hood ass bitch. She a single mother out here doing it for herself. She didn't need protection. She's not a frail bunny rabbit. That's a hood bitch. She's friends with me. I'm not friends with weak bitches. Alfia planned to handle herself very well. If no one wanted to square up, trust me, Alfia was ready. Her friend was ready. They were ready. If they wanted to jump that bitch, they were ready to do so. I'm just saying, y'all got to pay attention to everything. There's no world where Alfia need a protecting on here. Now, my issue with Alfia is the fact that Alfia's been looking at a lot of y'all comments and she rearranges her comments and her statements based on what y'all saying. And that's my issue with Alfia. Stop looking at the comments and redoing your monologues that you go on these lives and these stories with to fit what the audience is saying. Because in 2025, when we shot it, you didn't feel like that. So don't read these comments and then start rearranging your thoughts and your processes and trying to rewrite history to make it sound like how you want it to sound based to please the audience. This ain't motherfucking Real World. This ain't motherfucking American Idol where we get voted on every fucking night. Bitch, it's already been shot. So stick to the narrative and what happened. That's it. That's all.
And that's the part, too, that a lot of people don't know, because here's the thing. There's more to this story than anybody knows. And that's why part 3 is going to be very important for y'all, because I saw some of these comments. I'm going to go through a couple of them. Somebody said, how many times was Alfia supposed to apologize? Nobody. So after she apologized the first time, that's all it needed to be. But y'all need to also take that same sentiment for Nova. Just wanted to clarify that. Keep that same sentiment for everybody in the situation.
You know what? I'll do you one better. I feel apologized. I feel deserved an apology. Yeah. How many times have you been deserved an apology and you didn't get one?
And didn't get one.
How many times you deserve one, you didn't get one? She might not have got one. Yeah. Oh well, you're not getting one. Then what you gonna do next?
Yeah.
You want us to go beat it out of her? Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do y'all honestly want to happen? No one gonna apologize. So if I'd have been Alfia, cool. Now I'm gonna deck you in your shit. Now what? So yeah, as a trans woman fight a cisgender woman, I'm finna beat her ass. That's what I'd have done. And when she stood up like, ho, your daddy is gay for pay, ho, and I thought she was finna go up and bang. So, and I would have been here for it. Like, bitch, get her, bitch. I would have been here for it. So it's just like, I don't know what y'all expected. Like, I'm telling y'all, Alfia's not no cisgender woman and she's not protected in this space. What? I don't know what fragile bitches y'all deal with, but Alfia's not a fragile bitch. She's not. And she was definitely ready. She can bang and she can hang. I don't know why y'all keep this narrative y'all spinning in the comments. Y'all need to stop spinning it. She's not a weak bitch. And my issue, my gripe with Alfia is stop falling into that. You playing victim now, and you're not. You was already, you had that motherfucker. You already had no fucking hair, bitch. You slicked that little bald head into a ponytail, bitch. Got your best press bra and was ready to square up with that bitch. You know you was. Stop acting like, oh my God, yes, they attacked me. No, they didn't, girl. You know they didn't. You was ready to bang, bitch, and I don't blame you. Bang with that hoe.
Real Tea Talk says, but Carl, is it fair to say that one person's perception can be altered after viewing the season, even as a cast member?
No, this is not as a cast. This is actually viewing the season, because my thing is, how are y'all viewing it as a viewer? Are y'all viewing it as a level playing field, but are you viewing it as rooted in transphobia and homophobia?
Yeah,
because you were transphobic and homophobic before the show came out. The scene just brought it out of you. That's the difference between what I'm saying and what some of y'all are saying in the comments. I'm not transphobic nor homophobic. So I can look at a lens as we're all on level playing field, because I'm not homophobic and I'm not transphobic. A lot of you bitches are, and it came out in y'all commentary.
And that some people had created cisphobic.
Yes. And I don't know what the cis thing is. I don't understand why y'all mad at a medical term. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be called cis. And this, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna hold y'all hand with a napkin in between. Some of y'all, you cisgender women, the medical term, which means you were born a woman. If you didn't know what it meant, let me tell you and educate you a little bit now. It mean you were identifying with the gender you were born at birth. That's all cis mean. So for you cisgender women, well, like I said again, homophobia, transphobia, it's rooted and it's showing. What do you want us to do about that? That is what it is. Regardless of how y'all like it, that's what I don't want to be. Don't call me cis. That's what you are, sweetheart. But y'all got a problem saying 2 fingers touching. What's tea? Ooh, the shade. Let's get the tea tonight. Y'all ain't got a problem saying that. Who y'all think that came from?
Yeah. Because here's
who y'all think it came from? Because I grew up in a heterosexual community. I didn't hear none of them terms until I got to the gay community, which I'm pretty sure where all y'all got it from.
Before my dissertation for Nova and Alfia, because as we seen, I was giving advice to all the people, because I even got advice for you and Tremel too. But when I want to hit that part that you were just saying, somebody in the comments during the episode and some in the comments on like some of the posts were saying like, oh well, why would the LGBTQ treat the cis women the way that they do, because y'all get a lot of y'all culture from Black women and everything that y'all say from Black women. What?
As a gay man that has dated and played with many heterosexual cisgender women, no, the gays and Black women are completely different. Completely different. Yeah. Completely. It ain't even close. I didn't go.
It's close. Not even. And once again, the preface, not the comments here. It was comments during the episode. They were just one of the people that was saying that they were like,
not you, girl. Yeah, I'm just because what y'all sometimes y'all may say something in the comments and it may jar something in my mind of what I've been wanting to address. Because a lot of stuff I've been waiting, because mind you, I'm not going with me and the conversation that me and JT are having here tonight is not based off tonight, not based on last week's episode. We've been watching episodes 1 through 11. We getting this from 1 through 11. This ain't just one episode or the last one that just came off. We're watching all of them. Yeah, and not even I'll do you one better. We watch Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, Housewives, all that stuff. Oh, transphobia ain't just started over here. It ain't just over here. Because the comments I'm seeing over here is the same ones over there. And I just feel like it needs to be addressed, especially if people claim they're allies and you're in this space because you fuck with the trans community, you fuck with the gay community, you fuck with La Bishop Taqua. Y'all need to show it in y'all comment. Because it don't make it so. Because like I said, there's people on this show that was treated the same way as Alfia. Y'all went right by it. Why? Ask yourself why you went by it. Because you're rooted in trans and homophobia. That's why. It didn't seem like a big deal to you. But it seemed like a very big deal because you felt like Alfia was being picked on. Yeah, Nova did come her real crazy as hell. I was Alfia, I just beat her ass. Simple. We weren't gonna let her get jumped. I told her, she did say that she came in with me and Tremel. You thought we was gonna let her get beat up? No. We gonna let her punch the first punch, she don't feel like she getting jumped, but bitch, we weren't gonna let her get toe up. But she can fight her own battles, trust me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna give my dissertation for the Alfia Nova situation of it all.
So we're clear, it's always okay to use medical terms to call someone right, no matter person's individual preference, right? Okay, see, I feel what you're trying to do is you try to flip this. Is what you're trying to flip. So basically, the medical term is cisgender woman. Now, just like it is when it comes when it comes into this space, I am a firm believer in call people want to be called. If you don't want to be, nobody's gonna come to you and be like, hey, hey Susan, hey cisgender woman. Nobody's gonna come there and say that. They're just speaking in general when those are just terms that's being used. But nobody's gonna come to you individually. Y'all love taking offense to things that has nothing to do with y'all. When y'all be like, when people be on mad and y'all get mad at the motherfucker, be like, this faggot, this. I'm not taking offense to that. I'm gay. But why would I take something that has nothing? A hit dog, a holler. What they got to do with me? You calling that nigga faggot? They ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all got to stop internalizing stuff that has nothing to do with y'all. This is a medical term. Why are y'all internalizing it? So you should call people what they want to be called, right? You internalizing something that got nothing to do with you. You do. That ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm sure, let's say, I'm going to go on a limb and say you got gay friends. And your gay friends be like, hi, cisgender woman. I don't think they do. So why are we internalizing something that got nothing to do with you? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like y'all got to this. And another thing I was saying earlier, I made this on the Chasing Panel Live the other time. I made this point the other day. Y'all hate Nova. Got it. Y'all make it y'all business to type about her every 10 minutes.
Every
That is the
week.
weirdest shit in the world to me. There's people like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little. I'm gonna do what y'all do for a minute. I hate Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Hate the bitch. Hate her down. Not gonna hold you. We're not gonna sugarcoat this any longer. I don't like her. How many times y'all heard me mention this woman? How many times y'all see me post anything, play her music? Y'all don't even know to the fact that I have her hashtag blocked on all my platforms. Like if you hashtag anything with her in it, I won't see it. That's how bad I hate the girl. Why? Let me tell you how peaceful my life has been. When I say I have not heard nothing about this woman in months because everything about her is blocked. How I get rid of negativity of things I don't like, I don't talk about it. I don't understand how y'all get here with these Twitter fingers and y'all just go on and on about bitches y'all don't like. Now, I know that makes sense, as Jeremy made the point on the Chasing Panel the other day. That makes sense. Morale, I understand. Nova did some fucked up ass shit. I get it. But now I'm going to tell y'all, since I'm a producer of a show, I'm going to give y'all a producer standpoint. We're looking at hits and what's driving our show. Right now, thanks to you bitches that hate Nova, y'all have made her the #1 topic of this show, and y'all have driven the views of this show up based on talk about Nova.
Correct.
So thank y'all for talking about Nova every 10 minutes because y'all have given all space and all opportunity to Nova.
Yes.
Y'all have given it all to her. So you're welcome. Y'all hate her. Please don't bring Nova back next season. Stop saying her name. If y'all didn't want her to come back, y'all wouldn't be typing her name in here. If you don't want a bitch to come back, stop typing their name. Because every time you type their name, she is one out of everybody. I'm not even gonna say because I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you as a producer, the two bitches I would definitely bring back for next season is Nova and Alfia. If ain't nobody else plot solidified, it's theirs. It's those.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and hit this. Let me hit Sugar real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Sugar. Listen, here's the problem that you're not realizing. This is where you can come off somewhat of as a homophobe or a transphobe. And the reason being is because you're trying to equate cis woman as an identifier. This has nothing to do with identity in the sense of me walking up to you and being like, hi sugar versus hi cis woman. Nobody's not doing that. When it comes down to asking or requiring, because it's not even an ask, it's a requirement for trans people to be spoken on as who they are, as when they present themselves to you and they tell you, I am a woman of trans experience, a man of trans experience, these are my pronouns. That is a set and boundary for a person to a person. You're trying to equate the thing and it's not the same thing. Honestly, it's really not. An identifier is just strictly saying if somebody's having a conversation and they're trying to differentiate between a woman of trans experience and a cis woman, they're going to say a cis woman because that's an identifier. So I want to clarify that in that. And let's just leave that at
all
that.
cisgender means, Miss Sugar, is that you were born a woman and that's what you identify as. Point blank, period. Trans woman means somebody was born a different sex, or a trans person that was born of a sex and they identify as the opposite sex. That's all it means.
That's it.
So me, and mind you, you acting like it's a straight thing. Imagine us being gay men. I'm gay as hell. I suck a lot of dick. And with that being said, I still identify as men. My pronouns are he, him, and that bitch. Everybody knows that. So with that being said, when I come to you and you say you want to be you can tell me your pronouns are fucking dog and cat, bitch, and that's what I'm gonna call you. We have to learn the same shit because it's not just our community. It's people that straight as a motherfucking identifying as a baby, identifying as a fucking rabbit. If you want to be called Bugs Bunny, bitch, that's what I'm gonna call you. I don't give a fuck what your pronouns, cisgender, transgender, whatever. If your name is Bob, I'm gonna call you Bob. That's it. And everybody always saying, well, your mama called him Damon. I'm going to call him Damon. That ain't what in this day and age, because we're millennials. Y'all already know as millennials, this is new to us. It was man, woman, bisexual, gay. That was pretty much it. Trans was transvestites back in the day. Trans wasn't even really that visible in our day. It wasn't even a thing. So the fact that we got this transgenders, people identifying as babies, rabbits, and sheeps, that's all completely new to everybody. So what I need y'all to do, this ain't an LGBT conversation. Your statement, Sugar, said you don't respect people, period. Period. If a bitch want to be identified as a dog, bitch, come here, Fido. I'm gonna call you whatever the fuck you want to be. That's it.
Hello.
I'm not arguing with you about what you want to be. If you want to be a
Okay.
fucking lampshade, hey lampshade, how are you?
Hey,
Because that's what you
lampshade.
want to be called. I'm not
Lights
arguing
on,
with you
lights
about
off.
what you want to do. I don't know you. So if you want to be called a motherfucking rat in the fucking sewer, that's what I'm going to call you. Point blank, period. Because what you do does not make me shit. So I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Whatever you want
Yeah.
to be identified is, that's what you are. And when everybody realizes that, you will become off a lot. You will be a lot more comfortable in all spaces. It's the reason why I can maneuver in all these spaces
Monday.
because I just respect people.
Yeah.
You say, well, don't call me cisgender woman. Well, girl, in what world and what scenario will we be in where I will be calling you that? I have cisgender women in my family, but I don't call her my sister and be like, hey, cisgender woman, that's my bitch. That's my sister. That's what you are. That's
Yeah.
my girl. I'll call you a bitch for a cisgender woman. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Okay.
And that's that.
That bitch is
So
my favorite
what I
word.
need y'all to do is like somebody said earlier in the comments, I forgot who. Sorry, don't get my memory in this drink that I'm having. But y'all gotta listen to understand, baby, and stop trying to make y'all and stop rooting y'all own insecurities and making it everybody else's problem. You
Yeah.
insecure. You need to go sit on some sugar. Come into the front, baby. Go lay on somebody's couch because that's where you need to be at. You worried about something else. You got some deep rooted issues you need to figure out. Sorry,
Yeah.
hun bun. You need to
Well, she
figure that
said
out first.
she got her. She said she did say thank you for clarifying. So I want to
Oh,
tell
okay.
you.
Well, girl, I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to get into your ass, bitch, but you know. But
Yeah.
I'm not, and I'm not saying this is completely into you, but I've been seeing a
Yeah.
lot of these comments from episode 1 through 11, and it's to the point where I'm getting fed up because like I protect everybody. My cisgender women, if y'all like that, heterosexual women, my trans women, my sisters, my cousins, my fellow gays, my trans sisters. I protect people. Period.
Mhm.
Everybody. Like I was raised that way to protect
It's about
people and
respect.
respect
It's
people in
respect.
general. So
Yes.
the fact that you even sometimes having these conversations, it does hit a soft spot for me because it's like y'all don't respect people at all, and that
Yeah.
irritates me. Like respect people who they are. Trans people, y'all. I have a lot of trans friends, and y'all do not know the journey, the psychological shit, the emotional shit that they
Mhm.
deal with from taking hormones and trying to look like the body they feel like they needed to be in. That's a lot going on there. That's a mental struggle that they dealing with. Pat them on the back. If you got a trans brother or sister, pat them on the back. You don't even know what they dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, if I have mental ill people, not even trans people, mental illness people in my family, you don't know what they going through. Like, my mama was crazy as the shit, but baby, I had to pat her on the back sometimes. Like, come here, bitch. Like, you going through some shit. Like, let me love on
Mhm.
you, even though it sounds a little crazy to me. But at the end of the day, this is your crazy ass truth, bitch. Come here. Let me love on you and all that shit you talking about. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I'll respect people for who they are. Like, girl, that's you. Crackheads, I see them all they got their tail. I love you in that crack. Y'all enjoy yourselves. That has nothing to do with me. But baby, you and your crackhead experience is all you, bitch, and I'm here
Yeah.
for it, girl. Power to the crack, bitch. That's all on you. That's what you choose to do. If you decide to get
Yeah.
off of it, amen to that. I am respect people for what they decisions they make. I don't know what led you down that road, what led you down the path you on, but I was raised to respect people in whatever they choose to do. Because what you do, as my mama and a wise person once told me, what you eat don't make me shit.
Don't
And
make me shit.
y'all feel so much better about life if y'all just realize that. Yes,
Exactly.
Nova did some fucked up shit, but come at her as a fucked up individual rather than a person. Now, on another note, I'm sorry I'm on a soapbox right now because I'm talking right now. The liquor got me on there. When it comes to Nova, the fact that y'all can't give her redemption and y'all seen the things she's been through some shit. Give her some grace. Give
And
her
that's
some grace.
that's why I said earlier the whole thing when she finally did start speaking on some of her backstory. Number one, we didn't have the time to really get into the meat and potatoes of it all. But
Liquor servant,
also,
hello.
as viewers watching, they just didn't want to receive it. It was a choice to not receive it. And I found
Yeah,
it to be very
right.
disheartening because it was an opportunity for us to see where this came from. Even Alfia said in the moment, like when they had their disagreement, she said she knew that it wasn't her that she was talking to. She knew that it
She
was
knew that.
Noble had these feelings from something else. And that's where I can respect in the sense of when you can even see that you're having an issue with somebody, you can still
Right.
tell that this is not necessarily my battle with you. You're battling something else. That's what I can respect.
Same
I
with
can
Q. I said
appreciate
that
that.
I made the same notice with Q. I said I could tell that he was going through some stuff. But however, comma, I will respect people wherever they at, but however you come at me, you cannot dictate how I respond to it. I knew
Yeah,
he was rooted in some trauma, but it does not stop me from slapping the taste out your goddamn mouth. Please
yeah,
take your trauma somewhere else. And the
yeah.
same with Althea. I understand Nova's going through some things, but if Althea wanted to slap the taste out of Nova's mouth for disrespecting her ass, she'd been well within her fucking
She
right.
had every right to. If
Yeah,
that's
every
what
right
ended
to.
up happening, that would have been fine. But see, the
Thank you. I
problem was,
recognize it, but I'm
yes,
still
but
beating your ass.
I'm gonna round it into this part of the conversation, and then we're going to kind of like open up the floor to everybody else.
Yeah,
I
come on
want
up
to round
here,
it to
especially you,
this.
sugar. Come on,
Okay.
you
I want
first.
to round it to this and then kind of like give my little advice for both Nova and Alfia if they return for season 8. The part of it all is for me, somebody says, a few people said it in the comments, but I'm gonna say it here. The viewers kind of messed up this season as far
Yeah,
as the enjoyment is concerned. And I'm gonna tell you why. The viewers messed it up because of the fact that we thought, because when we did this season and we cast it and we got decided to bring Alfia into this show, our idea was, oh my God, we about to have the first cis black woman on this show. This is going to be an interesting dynamic. Considering that she met Carl and Tremel before, this will be definitely this will be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like this will be a great little like breakthrough moment. You get what I'm saying? And so I felt like the problem was when the viewers started to see the dynamic of Nova and Alfia happening, they didn't take it as two girls fighting. They decided to take what the climate was, which to go into why I said the whole thing of what Q was doing in reference to bringing up what the world will perceive it to be and the climate of it all. That was an issue because of the fact that it really was making it that situation versus it being
right.
straight up these two girls arguing. The world in general, that's whatever's going on. But this is not that. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not that. However, Nova did say some pretty heated moment things. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not taking away the fact that she did say, "Oh, I hate women. That's why I hate fish," or whatever she said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
I
was
get
crazy.
that. I'm not saying that was right. I'm not saying that at all. But that was a heated moment. And she even got to the reunion and apologized and explained that that's not what she wanted to do in any case and scenario, right? So when it came down to viewing the show, I feel like, you can have your issue in reference to what Nova did to Alfia, but don't make this a protect black women, protect Alfia, protect cis women at all costs kind of moment. Because why? I'm going to tell you why. Now it puts the rest of the cast in an uncomfortable position.
Exactly what it is.
Because I'm gonna picture it. Season 8. Chasing Atlanta season
1922.
8. Let's say we do exactly what everybody wants us to do. Let's just say we don't bring Nova back and bring Alfia back along with everybody else here. Let's just say that. What is Alfia going to do that is going to be enjoyable to y'all? Because now people are not going to want to have any form of like conversation with her in reference to a disagreement because they're going to think about what happened to Nova in season 7. It's
Let's
going to
talk about
be,
how y'all hated her before she got into it with Nova,
yes.
and y'all rallied behind her because she was
Yes.
a
And I'm
cisgender
around it
woman.
to it. Yeah, I'm around it to that too, because we got to acknowledge what the real tea, don't shade. But it's like, let's just say, and it's not even about what Alfia's done, it's about what viewers choose to put Alfia in, where it's like, hey, Alfia is somebody now, we got to make sure that we can't say nothing to her. Don't do nothing to her because the world is not going to like it. Do you see how that sounds and how that looks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of unfortunate that y'all don't really see it in that way because y'all have such a vitriol for this one person who, in her mind, is just naturally doing certain things.
Okay, now I'm seeing this comment where you saying that if Nova had actually struck Althea, that'd be cool. Nova would be physically stronger. Did y'all not watch? Let me. Did anybody in here by raise their hands? Do y'all watch Now That's TV? Do y'all remember Joyce? There was a trans woman that was starting stuff with all them cisgender women that was kicking her ass. Who told y'all that? I didn't seen grown ass men getting beat the fuck up by women. Like, what does that mean? And honestly, when they got into their game night, honestly, no shade. And this is no shade to nobody. I honestly think Alfia could have took her. Just
Mm-hmm.
saying. I think Alfia would have beat the brakes off of her. And that's
Yeah.
just it.
But
Alfia, they're
nobody's
both small, but I think Alfia comes off a little bit stronger to
But
me than
nobody's
Nova.
not saying that Nova should have or could have or we would
I'm
have
just
allowed
saying.
her to hit her. The fact of the matter is we don't want nobody to hit nobody. That's just the reality. We don't want nobody to hit nobody. But we have to also acknowledge that at the end of the day, these are two girls fighting, but y'all are not looking at it that way. It's instantly that, oh, Nova is just such a terrible person and she's a man by birth, so she can't say nothing to her. Well, what are you saying for the actual identified men in the room? They can't say nothing to her either. Because if you take Nova out of it, that's now one less girl for Alfia to interact with.
And let's talk about what y'all wanted us to do with Nova, because mind you, y'all wanted us to hold accountable. But so what did y'all want us to do with Nova?
Yeah.
Because apparently in y'all mind, like I said, it's rooted in transphobia. In y'all mind, she's a man. Y'all just said it in the comments. So she can't even hit her back. Rooted in transphobia. So that's exactly what I'm saying. Y'all expected us to grab her by her throat and beat her motherfucking ass because in y'all mind, she was born a man and she is a man. And that's what y'all wanted. And that's why y'all felt like Alfia wasn't protected because y'all felt in y'all mind it was a man getting into it with a woman and y'all need to beat him up. That's what y'all thought in your mind. And that's what happens when y'all say, even like somebody mentioned the culture vulture statement. One person said that. But what I'm noticing the comments, even tonight and even in the comments in the chat, y'all keep saying y'all, everybody. This not a safe space. Nobody is protecting her. Y'all keep saying that. But then when we ask y'all why, y'all start rooting specific things that specific individuals did and said. How is that on everybody on the cast?
Yeah.
That's not on
She was called
everybody.
a culture vulture by Dominique.
Dominique called her that. So y'all need to be holding Dominique's ass to the
And
fire,
he
not
and
the
he even
cast. He said
yeah.
that. And mind you, I had said something like that. I wouldn't call her culture vulture. I said that in the scene. Like, bitch, what? Like, bitch, she's been around me, bitch, all the damn time. Me and her get along just fine. So I don't know where you got that from. But like I said, you gotta realize everybody in this cast don't know each other. I don't know where Dominique got that from. Y'all need to call Dominique, get in his DM, or wait to his interview. Y'all can ask him why he made that statement. But stop holding that fire to everybody on the cast. We all didn't say that. We all didn't protect Alfia. You said protect Alfia from what? Alfia wasn't beat up. She wasn't touched. She wasn't slapped. She wasn't. Didn't, all she did had somebody say words to her. Nova it said something not nice about her. Y'all want her to be protected because Alfia was picking because Nova was picking on her. She said something very mean to her, and now she needs to be protected. Are we in the third grade?
Yeah, this is all grown ass people.
They
Like
grown as fuck.
this
Like
grown as fuck. Like I
she
just want
said
to
something
understand.
very bad, so we should beat Nova's ass for that. She didn't whoop her ass. She didn't slap her. And mind you, when they got their little heated, nobody do nothing. They were just arguing. Somebody threw a lazy punch that went to the sky. Like, what is happening here?
Yeah, and
Like,
that's the
what is she
thing.
protected from? Like,
Yes,
that's not only what this goes a little deeper than that. This goes into the black community. Period. That's what I'm like me when this happened when they put Nova on when they put Alfia on the show and I seen the dynamics between Nova and Alfia play out. I knew this was gonna happen because I see it every day in the Love and Hip Hop chats, in the Basketball Wives chats, in the Now That's TV chats, in the Baddies chats. I see this dynamic all the time. What y'all as black people gotta realize that at the end of the day, black, yellow, purple, we are all the same. Y'all heard me say million one times a day. I have been to jail a million times. Why? Because the police don't see me as gay. They see me as a black man. I'm black at the end of the day. We are all the same. Trans, black, gay, straight, purple, yellow. We are all the same.
yes, because
And
this opens
we
up.
white people don't do this. Only people
Yes,
that do this is y'all. The
yeah,
fact
this
that we're
opens
having
up
this
that
long of a
conversation.
conversation about this is
Yeah,
y'all are doing exactly what the problem is.
yep.
We do not stick together for nothing. We don't stick together for shit. And
The
that
the
is the
black
problem.
community is so heavily divided. We don't ever want to sit here and talk about it, but that is
We are so
another
divided.
another layer to it. But the advice that I want to give to both Nova and Alfia is they should have focused more on themselves. That's my advice. Even when that situation transpired when it came down to them, I felt like both parties kind of stuck to each other as stories. It comes off that way.
Here, how I was trying to do it. Actually, the season ain't even over yet. We still got another part. Okay,
Mhm.
and this the part. But trust me, we'll get more into this after the fact because we gotta wait to after. Because mind you, we gotta get ready for LA, and we want to wrap it up properly. So we're keeping a lot of things tonight still on the wraps because a lot of these answers to some of the questions y'all still have, y'all will get in
Correct.
part 3.
Correct.
So once part 3 is all, we will sit here again and we will revisit all this again in more depth. But that way we can bring more casters up here. We can have a one-on-one. Everybody can kind of talk and kind of get their point of the story out, and then y'all can kind of see what y'all want to say after that. But yes, this is things I'm not gonna lie. This things happen right in my mind because, like I said, I watched episodes 1 through 11. Not only did I watch the show, I didn't really have to watch the show that much because I was there, but I did watch the comments, and the comments were very disappointing. Not just for the show, just for a Black community in general. Like, we got to do better as a community of sticking together because, mind you, looking at the demographic for Chasing Atlanta as majority cisgender heterosexual women, I was appalled by what I was reading in the comments. Like, the majority of our audience is straight women, yet all the comics are trans and homophobic. How did we get here? I thought y'all were allies, and y'all not. I'm not watching the show no more. Half y'all weren't watching it anyway. Y'all came over here just to say that.
We'll have another live for that conversation, honey. Okay, because that's a deeper discussion.
That's a deeper discussion. Yes, so we would.
Yes, it really is a deeper discussion. It opens up a lot of stuff, but we'll get.
But just to give you a little tidbit right now, the fact that a lot of y'all, this is probably y'all introduction to gay people, is a problem because y'all don't have that many gay friends.
Yeah,
and y'all don't know. It's my friend, like Nikki, my sister, and them. It's when I tell you the conversations and the questions they ask me, that's how I can tell y'all don't have a lot of gay friends because these people are around me all the time. They know me thin and thin, and they still have to ask questions they just don't get because they are very familiar with gay people. They're very familiar with me, but it's things they just don't understand because they're not around this. If you're not in this environment, like me, when I grew up in a heterosexual environment, when I got over to the gay environment, it's like the heterosexual environment did not exist anymore. Like, I don't, to be honest with y'all, in the straight community, I don't know what y'all do over there. I have no idea what straight people do because I'm not over there. And if y'all come, but I do watch y'all shows, just like y'all over here watching this one. Y'all know tidbits. Like, I only know what y'all do when I see on TV and when I see a clip on Instagram or something. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all will get a lot better if y'all get y'all some gay friends, let your hair down, be open-minded. Y'all will learn a lot more. Nikki has come, my girl Nikki, that's one of my bestest friends. Nikki has come a long way, and she does ask questions because even if she's around me 20 and me and her have a very strong bond, it's things she still don't know. And she said, bitch, I want to know. The cisgender question came up with me and her. What the fuck is that about? She asked, and I told her. That's it. You got to ask questions. And don't be in your homophobic. And I feel like even her, when she even say some things, I pull aside like, girl, that's transphobic as fuck. Why would you say that? And she like, I don't feel like that. And I have to tell her, this is why it's transphobic.
Oh, I had same thing. My best friend.
I had to tell her that.
My best friend over 15 years. Like, me and her, like, we still have those conversations too. Like, she don't say nothing ignorant or anything like that. Now, of course, yeah.
Nikki definitely uses say some shit. I'm like, girl, wait a minute.
No, my best friend, she used to have her time, but as we've grown with each other, like, she saw me before I even made the decision to transition. You get what I'm saying? So there was a lot of learning there, and with that comes real conversation, and she's a huge advocate for me and for the community. And so again, it's never going to be where we are against any form of woman in any capacity, because guess what? we come from women. Like, we're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. As a woman of trans experience, me personally, I chose to become who I really was because of the fact that I was raised by women. Like, women have really shaped me to be who I am today. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like
we wouldn't be here without women. None of us.
None of us will be here without women. It's never that.
We're everybody know that.
Our intention is to always provide nuance, where it's like there is more to situations and than what you see. You know what I'm saying? There's always everything is about perspective. And yes, you go by what you see or hear. Got it. But the reality was, which I'm going back into the Alfia and Nova of it all and round it out, is when it comes down to it, like, there is always more to the situation than what you think, right? So going back to what I said about the Alfia and Nova, because I saw Alfia say, no, the fuck I didn't. So what I meant by saying this, is like when I said that they basically lean into each other for a storyline. And it comes off that way because, unfortunately, we didn't get to see anything else from either of y'all outside of each other. You get what I'm saying? When it comes down to the conversation pieces, that's all that everybody talk about is y'all in each other. So when it comes down to it, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
No.
and Alfia, that's the thing though. It kind of is though, because it's not like, yes, there were some moments where people wanted to bring it up and talk about it, but the reality of it all is, babe, you also wanted to have conversations too. You've also contributed to why that there was a situation between you and Nova.
I
If
think
there's a
what
back and
Althea is
forth,
saying is that she didn't start it, which she didn't. Nova came to
yeah,
her. So I think
yeah.
that's where she's coming
Alfia
from.
didn't
I
start it.
didn't
Yeah,
start this. This
Alfia
ain't
didn't
how I
start it.
wanted it to go.
Yeah, Alfia
That
didn't
Nova did
start
that
it,
out
but
the
there
clear
was a
blue sky on
point.
her own.
Yeah, there was a point where you also wanted to talk to this girl and you wanted to clear some stuff. And yes, you did, Alfia. Yes, you did. You may not remember, but you did. You did. You wanted to talk to her yourself. Like there were things that you wanted to address yourself, and that was what ended up transpiring. But that will be discussed. If you don't remember, it will. There's a reminder. There will be a reminder. But that really what the case is. That's why I'm saying it gave very much y'all to a degree leaned into things. And I'm not saying that that was just the only other part of it, but that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Alfia. It was the
the
pole
pole
class.
class.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I
It's
wasn't there.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm saying it's not really that it was her fault, is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is because, again, like I said earlier, if you want things to be seen and understood, or if you feel a way about something, submit a scene, right? And so this is what I'm saying. Like she there were moments, Alfie was going through things as well in her life at the time, which she had already expressed. So with that comes, it's like, hey, I may not, or get to submit certain things, or there's certain things I may miss, right? So like,
Right.
so that comes with the territory of certain parts of your story aren't seen or understood or whatever the case may be. That's what I mean by the contribution of it all. Because it was the same thing with Nova. There was a live that she did, and I believe it was on TTB, if I'm not mistaken, where Nova literally said, because she didn't really know what to film, she didn't really submit certain stuff because she didn't think that it would be good enough for the show, or we interested. You get what I'm saying? So those things, when you're in your head or when you're going through life, you end up missing the opportunity to tell your story in the way that you want to.
Okay.
And so that's what I mean, where when y'all both end up being each other's stories, regardless of if it comes off as a choice per se or not, if the only times y'all haven't seen showing up, or if y'all only times y'all really involved and that's the conversation that's happened, that's kind of where I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And so I really
Right.
want y'all to really solely start focusing more on the things, because take charge of your situation. So my example would be Alfia. The moment somebody came to you and said, "What is everything with you and Nova good?" You should have straight up been like, "Bitch, listen, she don't fuck with me. I'm good. I apologize, and that's it is what it is. We're not talking about me and her no more." How about Sammy? You sat with Tramel, and we just talked about XYZ at your house about Ken. Is Ken, you and Tramel good? That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is your first season. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a learning curve where you just got to kind of learn how to play the game with the girls. So same thing with Nova. Nova, the moment she got into it with her, Nova should have went ahead and fixed it versus allowed everybody and everything to continue fester and stretch out. She should have took the opportunity, regardless of if she felt like it wasn't that deep or whatever the case may be. You could sit down and talk with that girl and say, "Listen, I don't think it was that deep because you said it, but if it bothered you, I'm sorry." That's what Nova should have done.
And like I said earlier, Nova came in this bitch with a complete different mindset. Nova didn't really have a chase this season at all. She came in this bitch like it was baddies. Y'all watch baddies, y'all watch Nuance TV. They don't got no chase. They don't have nothing going on. They show up at clubs, they shake their ass, they rap a little song that they got, and they whoop each other asses for the rest of the couple of weeks that they're there. That's what I think that Nova, the mindset that she had. She wasn't thinking about that damn book or nothing else until after she got off the damn show. Nova came in straight to bang with bitches. And
Yeah.
that's just what it was. And I think, like you said earlier, I just think they two different perspectives. They took different approaches, but they did become each other's support after a while because they both kind of lost the plot. But like you said earlier, it's their first season, so I understand and receive the word that you're giving to them, and I get that. So, but and
Mm-hmm.
somebody mentioned earlier, like, do you think editing has something to do with it? Editing gives you the meat and potatoes. The edit, when I can sit there and wholeheartedly tell y'all from other productions I've been in, editing don't leave nothing. There's only one production that I can tell you that manipulated editing, and that was G
Yeah.
Status. Sorry to y'all, sorry to them people, but they're the only bitches I know
Mm-hmm.
that manipulated editing. Every other
Mm-hmm.
show that I've seen, they don't manipulate. They just get the meat and potatoes because you don't need everything in the show.
Yeah.
You just need the meat and potatoes of it and move the fuck on because Y'all can't. I know people say all the time, well, you needed more. It's more to the story. Even to the audience's defense, they can only go by what they see. And I get that. You can see why. And mind you, the way Nova approached it in the beginning, she did it to herself. And I said, I knew from the beginning, I said, this is not going to end well for her. They are going to hate her because you did not even play that right. Even for the confessionals, you could have used the confessionals. You can manipulate those to your advantage. If you just speak from where you were in that point, you have to speak from where you were in the moment. Nova didn't do that. And that's what fucked Nova up. Nova might have could have changed this Alfia thing in her advantage had she actually just did the confessionals as if in the moment she was in at the time. Since she didn't do that, she looked like a bully from the very beginning, and it was downhill from there. So Nova, y'all hated Nova. I'm not mad about it. But what we said earlier, you do not have to be transphobic to hate her.
That's it.
You can hate her all day. Because if I was the audience, like you said earlier, do you think you have a bias because you know the cast? Taking me out of that. If I watched the show and I didn't know none of these bitches, I'd have hated her too. So I'm not holding y'all against that.
Yeah.
She was definitely worth hating. But I'm not gonna be transphobic in my hate. I just don't like her.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's how I would have took it.
And as somebody said in the comments, she hasn't done anything.
Status. It's only 2, bitch.
She hasn't done anything foreign from what the girls have already done. Because again, let's take Nova out of the equation. Is there anybody else? If anybody else said it, y'all would have gave the same result. The only difference is it wouldn't have been like y'all are identifying her as.
Let's take another spin on that.
Than them being
had it been 2 trans women, the comment section would have looked a lot different.
Yes.
Had it been 2 cisgender women, would have looked completely different. Because it was transverse cisgender is why the comment section looked the way it did. Point blank period. There's no need to argue with nobody, over explain it. That's just what it was. It was cisgender chance and transphobia reared its head. That's it. That's it. I watched all 11 episodes. I watched the live comments on every last one of them. Even the comments y'all left after the show was over. It's transphobia. Point blank period. That's it. This is not a question. It's definitely transphobia.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. Because if the genders were different, if the identifiers were different, the comment section would look a lot different than it did. Because mind you, y'all act like this is such a shock. Do y'all watch the episode? Y'all watch seasons 1 through 6? This season 7 ain't even the worst shit that happened on this franchise. But y'all are in an uproar about this Alfia and Nova shit. This ain't even the worst shit that is happening on this show. But it was all gays and all trans. Y'all didn't care.
Hello, Carl. This comment right here is literally the perfect example of transphobia. Nova got so jealous of Alfia's applause and femininity eating that hot dog. What?
That's a
that don't even make sense.
Somebody just watch one part. They get one part. That's what they roll with.
No, not even just them seeing that one part. This don't even make sense, bitch. This don't make sense.
But that's what I'm saying to you, JT. Most of the comments that we're speaking on today, they don't make sense. They don't.
Do y'all hear yourself? That is literally the.
That's why I say we're attacking everything in a.
Yeah, now I'm getting agitated
because things like that. You're going. That's why. Those are the type of comments that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and it's not just that in particular, but it's so many similar to that. It's like,
girl, what? Like that.
It's like you would be turning blue in the face. Like I said earlier, transphobia. That's what it's rooted in. There's no way you're gonna change my mind.
Exactly.
That's it.
But this is the prime example of what we're saying. You're literally saying that she was jealous.
Yeah, they were living for
a hot dog based off of her femininity. You're basically you're confirming everything I said earlier, which is you can't say nothing to Alfia.
That's basically that's basically what they're saying. Because like Angela just said, when T.S. Kendra threw that bowl at Oliver, they were living for it. Because in y'all mind, Kendra's a man.
Yep.
So y'all didn't give a fuck. That y'all didn't care about it, and that it's showing go read the comments. You ain't gonna believe nothing I'm saying. Watch the episode, read the comments. They look very different from season 5 to season 7. Y'all didn't care in season 5 because it was, as y'all felt, gay on gay crime. You act like white people. You know, Trump supporters. That's what you're acting like. This is the blacks killing each other, black on black crime. It ain't none of my business.
Somebody said Nova made an unwarranted comment towards Alfia eating that hot dog.
She did.
Duh, we know that.
But
the
see,
point that we're making
because that is a proper comment. It was unwarranted, and she was trash as hell for that.
Yes, it was unwarranted. That's it. It was an unwarranted comment. It ain't got shit to do with her femininity. It ain't got shit to do.
Notice what you said versus what the comment that JT just put up here. Very different. Y'all saying the different things, but one is rooted in transphobia and one is not.
Yes.
See, your comment was not. The other comment was. See,
Yes.
that's what I'm talking about. Yes, you were absolutely correct. And that's what you call a hate for that bitch, but you're not transphobic. Perfect.
Yes.
But the other comment, yeah, transphobia. That one, perfect. You can hate her. You just don't have to be transphobic while you do it. That's it.
Yes. That's
That's
the
it.
whole thing. It's like y'all just gotta realize that. I think that's the real issue. And I'm gonna round it out and end it with that part, and we're gonna bring some people in, let people talk. Like, I just want people to understand there's more to situations than what you see it as. Yes, you can sit here and see something and be like, oh my God, she is so fucked up and wrong for that. Cool. But the moment you take the step further and start degrading somebody's character, their identity, when you don't even know them from Adam's house cat, that's when there's the issue, babe. And that's when you need to go ahead and check your internal issues.
And that's what my girl Sunky Angel said, titties at the top and dick at the bottom. Because, bitch, I know exactly what I am, bitch. And your point, bitch. But hold on. I got titties at the top and dick at the bottom. Because, I know what I am. What's your problem? Next. Your man like it.
Yes. And somebody said something about was what Noel was saying in his read towards Nova transphobic.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
She ain't off the hook. She is not off the. But y'all acting like this is an attack on cisgender women. No, baby.
Everybody, we literally said
everybody
showed their homophobia.
Everybody showed it. It ain't just, y'all, like I said, y'all internalize it. Stop internalizing. This ain't just you.
Homophobia, transphobia. I'm drinking too, bitch.
Yeah. This ain't just y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I love Noel down. I love Noel down. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, because at the end of the day, we didn't also tell Noel, like, don't you ever say no shit like that to Nova. That's the point that we're trying to make. And none of y'all felt that way either when Noel was addressing Nova. Y'all are okay with the fact that it was an epic read towards Nova because y'all don't like Nova. But let's say Noel talked that shit to a boy on the cast. Y'all wouldn't have no problem with that.
It wouldn't hit the same.
It wouldn't have hit the same.
It wouldn't hit the same.
The choices and what he chose to say to Nova was indeed transphobic, but we didn't police Noel's argument with Nova. We didn't tell him not to say. we let everybody say what they want to say. But at the end of the day, we have to take it in what it is. It showcases what the tease is, babe.
Yeah, literally what Tony said. Nova was trying to gift y'all good TV. Like, if y'all knew the person Nova was and the person she portrayed on the show, Nova was trying to get y'all good TV.
Mm-hmm.
She was really trying to get y'all good TV. And she just dropped the ball because she didn't understand. Like me, I look at dynamics. The dynamic of the audience is all cisgender women. Ain't no way I'd have came at that damn bitch and came at Alfia because of that reason. Because they're going to hate you automatically. Majority of demographic is straight women. Bitch, that you are automatically going to be hated.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't look at that, but I mean, hey, she gave great TV because that's the top. We were talking about this for 40 minutes. So, and everybody, I'm pretty sure there's 4 other panels going on right now. I guarantee you what they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about that. So, tell Nova you're welcome, even though it's crazy, but you're welcome. She did make great TV.
Mm-hmm.
But she do be at the Red Roof Inn, please. That was funny though.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Noel didn't acknowledge it because he did. I saw his post on his story. What we were just acknowledging was the person who was asking the question. The person asked us, did we think Noel's statements were transphobic? It was. So that was where the answer was, but he did acknowledge that what he said was transphobic, and he loves his girls because he does. Noel has always been very respectful to me, and he's always been respectful to Tony, all the girls. He even had a great relationship with Nova. They just hit a rough spot, and they both decided to take it to hell. But guess what? Those are 2 bitches that can handle it on their own, babe.
And that's why I said when Alfia made the thing when Tony said she was switching the pronouns and the thing, and I told you on Tracy Miller yesterday, if I was Alfia, I'd have left it at him or it, and press send, bitch. Now what? Go whoop my ass. Yeah, I said it, and I'm not gonna hold you, bitch. I'm not a half transformed person, but bitch, I don't know what I might say when I get into it with you. I might call you a bald-headed ass nigga. I might get into it a gay man and call him a fucking faggot. I may.
I'm screaming
because if I'm arguing, bitch, I don't give a fuck what I say. Yeah, you ought to get to it a straight bitch and call you a raggedy ass bitch that always having babies. I may. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna say. And I ain't no fucking bruise and fighting. Ain't no rules in reading. Say what the hell you want to say. But I think Alfia on the mindset she was trying to be respectful to the community, and I understand that. I appreciate her for that. But girl, don't do me no favors. Read that bitch.
Okay,
Read her down, and we can address it later.
we can.
But I'd have read her ass. Like, girl, fuck you, nigga. I would have.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's getting me. I read everybody like that. But and baby White would have took it as like, oh, Alfia's been transphobic. She probably was. I don't give a fuck. Shit. That bitch came for me first.
Mm-hmm.
You can't police how Alfia responds. So I mean, hey. But like I say, I understand things to be addressed. Like what Tony had said earlier, let them windmill, because bitch, they disrespected each other at this point. So let them go, bitch.
That's it.
And that's what we did. We let them go.
JT, give us some grace like Noel. No, I am. That's what I'm saying. We're having a
We're
conversation
not
here.
talking to y'all. We
Yes,
talking
it's
in
not
general.
y'all. Y'all are
Specific
our
to y'all.
people.
Y'all are
But
people.
there are people who come in the comments and say the things that they say. So we like to try to address things for what it is. And
Right.
as we've said earlier, Carl has made it has said it earlier, is baby, we've been waiting to get towards the end of this season. There are
Yes.
things that we wanted to discuss with y'all.
Long time ago.
Yes, a long time ago, but we couldn't. You know
We
what I'm
couldn't do it
saying?
yet.
And even now, there's still a couple things. Okay.
Now she meant that. She probably did. That's fine. But
Mhm.
the name of the game for me, if you are transphobic or whatever the case may be, I need people to start. This is my thing with people. I need y'all to stand 10 toes down on the shit that y'all do. That's it.
Mhm.
Y'all will say things and gaslight as something else. Like when I'm saying that y'all are rooted in transphobia, some people that I know that are definitely rooted in homophobia and transphobia, y'all try to gaslight it as something else.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened on this cast season 7. Don't gaslight it as something else. I don't like you bitches, and say that. I don't like
Mhm.
trans people. Say that. I respect them people more. To say like them motherfuckers with them goddamn "Make America Great" hats on. I respect them. Why? Because they make it abundantly clear they don't fuck with me. I can see them hoes coming. I don't
Hello.
like them bitches that do it, but they wear judges robes. They wear police officer outfits. They try to mask it as something else. I'm just doing the Lord's work. You're not. You're out here with an agenda, but you're hiding it as something else. Don't do that.
Mhm.
Be who
Mhm.
you are for your
For
pride.
your pride.
Just
Okay.
be who you are. And that
Hi,
we everybody
Tony.
get I like to see hoes get coming. That's it.
Hi,
Tell us
Tony.
that.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Who the fuck is this?
How are y'all doing?
We doing
What's
amazing.
up, bitch?
So I'm not going to give too much because I do have an interview tomorrow night.
Yes.
Hello.
Save
So
yours
I'm
for
not going to
tomorrow.
give too much, but I do have a couple things that I want to get off of my heart.
Okay.
Okay. So when y'all talked about earlier when they were at the pole dancing class and there was this whole Nova, you don't want to be perceived to be doing this to a black woman, da 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 da. What I said earlier in the comment was correct because a lot of times these are macro aggressions towards us because there's this whole protect black women thing. But my thing is if you really care about what was happening in the moment, you would have been telling Nova, think about your brand, think about your image and how you're portraying yourself, not about, oh, hey, transgender person, boy in a wig, don't disrespect this black woman on this show like this because people are gonna see that and then feel away and then they're gonna. Da, da, da. It's like it is one. It's always the intent behind it, and
Yes.
so whenever I seen that, that's how I felt. I was just like you're not giving this advice to this girl because you care about her and what her brain is and how she's portraying herself. You only care about one side, which
Mhm.
was also displayed at the lemon squeeze
Yeah.
True.
with the whole black woman, my mama, black women, and this a black woman. Da, da, da. So it's just like I don't like that because again, people don't understand where their internal biases and phobias come from, but it is what it is.
It
The
start
other
from
thing
home, childhood, in the house. That's where it start from.
The other thing I wanted to say, which I said, if you watch my I Have Thoughts, everybody's talking about Tony, you didn't hold Nova accountable. You didn't hold Nova accountable. And my response was, Well, when Alfia had her reaction, her heated moment, right? It was a heated moment. She was upset and she said something that she probably wouldn't have normally said. And she did take accountability in her after show when she did her after show. However, in the moment and at the time of filming, right? If I didn't hold Alfia accountable for saying what she said, then why am I holding Nova accountable for anything that she said?
True that.
Where's the equity in that?
It's not. Like you
So
said earlier,
therefore,
let
what
them
did I
fight, child.
say? When I learned that there was a back and forth, I let the girls windmill.
'Cause
I'm
that's all they
gonna
were
let
doing
the
was
girls
arguing.
windmill.
That's all they were doing.
That's all they were doing. And it's
They were
like
all they were doing.
that's it. If I don't hold one accountable, why y'all expect me to hold the other one accountable? And then I think people thought I was gonna be like one of those pick me type of trans women where I wasn't gonna say anything because the comments wasn't directed towards me because oh I'm a good representation of the trans community. No, because at any point if I did something that y'all didn't like, y'all would be
You
tearing me
did the
down like
same
that. And y'all
thing.
would be calling me a broom with a what that child called a broom with a wig on it or something. Whatever, all of the things that they've been saying that energy would have been directed towards me if I was doing something that they didn't like. And I have done things that they didn't like, i.e., hold to their, I guess, eyeballs, hold people accountable. And I'm just like, y'all are not playing fair in any of this. And when I started to clock that as I'm watching this season back, I'm like, oh no, no, no. I have to speak up and I have to say something because y'all not playing fair. Y'all just not playing fair. And I didn't like none of that. And we can get more into obviously details about that tomorrow. But those are the main two things that I wanted to say is about that moment at the pole dancing class, the intent behind what was said, and then the whole holding somebody accountable thing. Again, I like them both. I have not an issue with neither one of them. Nova calling me a trainee was not offensive because we are two transgender women. That's just like black people using the N word. That's like other races using other words that if we use it, it would be a slur. But if they use it with each other, it's not a slur. It can be a term of endearment. Yes, it depends on who's using it and saying it. But at the same time, it wasn't that deep to me for me to be like, oh my gosh, she called me this. Like, no, 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 no. It wasn't that deep. It's
Exactly.
like two gay men
Hey,
calling each other the F
Catherine,
word
you mute your mic right now.
or the P word. So it's just like, please, y'all, let's not do this. I think the people wanted to hate this lady so much that anything she did, whether it was some
Exactly.
shade, whether it was her reading, whether
Yeah.
Exactly.
it was her being malicious, all of it, they conflated it all
Damn.
together. They conflated it all together, and then that's how we got to where we are. And that's the part that's like, I'm just like, girl, it's too much. It's too much.
Right.
It's definitely too much. It's definitely too much. I think that's what the people don't want to acknowledge that to be what it is. It's like y'all decided to make this a thing of, oh, this is one versus another, versus it being what it is, which is two bitches fighting. Like,
And let's just be honest. Y'all got mad because she said she hate all straight women.
Oh,
Literally, what y'all doing with the situation? Y'all literally doing the same thing she doing, just in a different form. Because basically, it's
correct.
showing me that y'all really hate all trans women. That's basically
Let
what
me say that too, Carl, because
it's
I want to address that
That's
too.
what it's
Because
showing.
what pisses me off about that comment is, or not the comment, but what pisses me off about the reaction is, y'all know that these two girls was arguing and they were having a heated moment. So for Nova to say that, and y'all really ran with it and amplified it to make it out to be this big old thing. Nova hates women. Nova hates women. Nova, this girl don't hate no motherfucking women.
She
She
no.
don't.
said it out of the heat of the moment because her and I feel were arguing. And if y'all can't understand that when people say certain things out of the heat of the moment, then like what are we doing?
That's the same situation when I said I slapped all them hoes when me and Nick got
Correct.
into it. It's the same thing. Hoes know I was talking to, like when Nova said it. She was talking to Alfia. That
Correct. It's
Alfia
like
knew she
y'all
was talking
wanted to
to.
find a reason to
People, if you want to
like
find a
y'all wanted to
reason, you
feel
get one.
validated that she really hated people. Like at the end of the day, we as women of trans experience, our mothers are cis black women, our grandmothers are cis black women, our aunties, some of our cousins are cis black women. Nobody hates nobody. But what y'all have to understand is when we are met with the hate and the transphobia and the transmisia, y'all think we're just supposed to take it and think we're not going to say anything. So when you're met with those things, then yes, people are going to be reactionary and they're going to probably not saying that she was met with that in that moment. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about in general, like in real life, not this show. But when we are met with that, then y'all think we're not going to windmill and say stuff like I said in my I have thoughts. Y'all be quick to call us a man. Yo, that's a man, that's a man, that's a man. And then what we going to do? Well, bitch, I look better than you. I look better than you. I look better
Yeah.
than you. Your man wants me. Like, that's what it gives. Like, we do that all the time. That's real
Is
life, and that's what it doesn't make it right. Absolutely
don't
not.
act like we don't get into it with gay men don't get into it with straight women over the same thing, and we had to go the same
Yes.
way, bitch. Your man like it. I can fuck your man tonight. It goes the same way.
So
You
people
got to
have
meet
to
bitches where they
understand
at.
that we all, as Black
Sure
women, whether
do.
cisgender or transgender, we all are out here trying to, baby, live our best lives. But we're all going through something at the end of the day. And when we do each other the way that we do each other, we're gonna come back and we're gonna say whatever we want to say. Da 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 da. And it's just like, girl, please, and Nova, please educate these people on your parents and where they come from. Because what I also need y'all to understand is that Puerto Rican is an ethnicity and it's a nationality. It is not a race. Puerto Ricans can be black, white, indigenous, Taino, or a mixture of things. So just because Nova says she Puerto Rican, that does not erase her from being a black person or a person
Nova was
from
trying to be combative in that moment. Like, bitch,
Afro,
fuck that.
Afro Latina, Afro Latina. What is Afro saying? It's African. We all have African roots. Like,
Right.
let's read between the lines here, y'all. Like,
Because, like I said earlier,
my
if it was two
God.
cisgender women, we having a completely different conversation. She's trans, and that's why
Jesus.
we're having this conversation now. And we will call it what it is.
But anywho, I love all of the people. Well, some of the people. I
Yeah.
especially love those that love me back. And I will see y'all tomorrow with
Yes.
my
With
interview, and
more
we'll
and
talk about what we
get
need to
more in
talk
depth in
about.
this conversation.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, and please, please don't provoke
Catherine,
me and don't trigger
Catherine,
me
where's you driving to?
Yes, listen. When it
because
comes
my
down to
mouth
our
is my mouth.
yeah, when it comes down to our interview, the comments will not be addressed until the end, where everybody will be able to speak to you personally and ask any questions that they want to do. Of course, as they should know, and I'll preface it here and now, we should always be respectful over here. When you speak to anybody who's coming over here as a guest, everybody should be respectful and kind and know how to ask a question. So
That's it.
that is, we're going to go ahead and
This
set
is
that
level
boundary
playing
now.
field over here, baby. We're gonna
Yes,
we
we have
listen to everybody,
conversations over
good, bad,
here.
or
And
indifferent. We're gonna have a
as we
conversation
said
about it.
before, nuance is very important. And that's the whole point
Yes,
of having real
nuance.
conversations. Hello? We have real conversations over here in
Yeah,
spite
we hear
of
you,
how people
girl.
perceive it, or if they feel like we shouldn't say certain things, or if you expecting people to agree with you. Baby, that's not how it works over here. We have real conversations. So respect it, same way we respect y'all opinions when y'all don't agree with us.
And to my cast members, some of y'all, I love y'all down too, but I'm going to address whatever is asked to me. So please don't take it personal. And if you do, I will see you on Saturday and we can talk about it at this part 3 of the reunion. Because what
Period.
I also understand is some of y'all say any and everything that y'all want to say. And some people like me are kind of, I ain't gonna say I'm ever walking on the eggshell, but I'm always trying to be not politically correct, but I'm
Respectful.
always trying to be respectful and fair to where we stand today. But some of y'all don't care about that. And so
Not
I'm
on
not going to care
Saturday.
about that tomorrow whenever I have my interview. So don't take it to heart. I'm just going to answer the questions and address what I need to address. And again, if anybody has an issue with it, we can talk about it on Saturday. Period.
Thank
And
you.
I'm a grandma, so I'm gonna go get in the bed and finish listening
Catherine,
until I go to
please.
sleep.
You
Bye,
said you can
Tony.
behave
Thank
to
you.
And then Dario, address all of this production stuff because I'm tired of them using y'all as a
Catherine. She
scapegoat.
heard you. She coming here tomorrow. You know that's my wife. I gotta keep her in line. Girl, yeah, she heard you. Catherine is crazy. Hmm.
I'm screaming. But we appreciate you, Tony. Thank you for popping up, and we will see you tomorrow.
See y'all
Yes.
tomorrow. I'll
Y'all
get off
tune
of here.
in at 8 o'clock for Tony's live interview tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
Given by Diane Sawyer, Miss JT, Jasmine.
Yes. Call me Jatavia Walters.
I'll
Thank
be in the
you.
comments with y'all tomorrow.
Okay. Yes. Tomorrow
Definitely.
at 8, we will be talking to Tonette, honey. So be out, be ready and active. It'll be live and available. Hey, Daria.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
How y'all doing?
We
We are
good,
doing
guys.
wonderful. We just had to get some shit off our tits, you know.
I
Yes,
know
you
that's
know.
right, girl. I'm ready to win me a little bit. What's the
Listen, just a
test?
smidge,
Listen,
bitch.
we
What
gave
these
us our
hoes done said
other.
about production, bitch?
Well, they said in
Child,
reference to
y'all,
they only
y'all
believe
editing
what they
this in
see.
certain people favor, child. Y'all leaving shit out. Editing is
Period.
the reason why we got the storylines that we got because
Yes,
this is
I
just making shit
live.
up. That's what's been said, child. That's what people saying.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Hmm.
Well, I just want to throw in my 2 cents a here and there or whatever. I kind of forgot a little bit because I started smoking no shade. But but I mean honestly, like what I want the people to understand is that this season I feel like was the best season. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Althea. Shout out to Nova. But I'd really say the reason why I say this was the best season was because it has thrown up a lot of comments and it actually shows a lot of people's how they truly feel about this community.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um, when it, huh?
I told you to mute. See, we told you to mute. Me and her, we're gonna have it out in the DMs later.
Hidden gems. This is, but you watched my show, so congratulations. You watched it all the way through. So obviously, I did something right. Anyway, girl, let me move these comments because see, this is what's going to happen. Yeah.
Now I was telling
Anyway.
JT you gotta pick and choose which one to respond to because some people
But
be trying to
yes,
get a
like I
reaction.
just what I want people to understand was that when we started season 7 of Atlanta, right? This was a reboot. I want to do something completely different. Let's bring a cis woman onto the fold. You know, let's have fun. Let's do this, X, Y, and Z. You saw how the first episode was. You saw how the second episode was. But then
Hmm.
we get to a moment where Nova decided to bring up something that was very personal to Althea. Now, because Althea said it at the reunion, this was something that she did not want to talk about. She told me at the casting call she did not want to talk about this at all. This is not something that she wants to bring up. We didn't even know what the situation was. It was, I'm just not going to talk about my baby father. So,
Correct.
my question to Althea, which we'll talk about on Saturday, is why did we bring this conversation up to people that's also on the show? Now,
I honestly think rookie mistake. She was trying to relate to her in a way and was trying to make it like we got something, we got a commonality here. So let me try to relate to you in a way. I think, and
Hmm.
I think for a second, Althea forgot where she was at,
Yes.
and that
Well,
I
well,
could show up to her first time being on reality
well,
TV
well, stay with
because I
me
would
if
have
you
never
want.
done
Well,
that.
let
I
me
I
stay with me
agree.
in this because I can understand that. But and you, as you said, a rookie mistake. So I'm gonna chalk it to that too. But we gotta also acknowledge, and I want this to be a public thing. Don't think that you bringing up that your baby daddy does any form of pornography or gay for pay stuff, even though you ain't use the term gay for pay, anything in reference to that because he's choosing to do it with the community, don't use that as a means to connect. Even if you're talking to somebody who has some type of similarity to that or anything, that's not a way to relate to anybody. Only
And
because it has
can
nothing
I
to do with
add?
them.
Can I
Yeah.
add? Can I add? Let's add race into it. Where white people want to be like, oh, well, my friend is black, so I can say this too.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing. So
Yeah.
it's just like you can relate with the community and other things. You don't have to relate by telling your personal business, the same
Correct.
personal business that you told production you do not want to talk about. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Mm.
Now, Nova, no shade. Hey baby, I love you. But baby, you was wrong for that. You was.
Hmm.
I know you wanted to come at it as like, I know you wanted to come at it as like, I feel like I'm on baddies this season. I just want to hype it up and everything of the sort. But at the same time, I can see why Nova may have said that because Althea probably didn't put a disclaimer like this is personal business. I don't want this brought up or whatever, but this is what's going on in my life. I
Right.
don't know. So I can see both sides of the table with this whole situation.
Right.
Now, but I really want to kind of address the comments here. First of all, shout out to all the people that watch the show and everything. But y'all have been really nasty this season. I don't know what the hell is in the
Very
water.
nasty.
But y'all have
Very.
been very,
For
y'all have
real.
been very shade room, neighborhood talk comments. I'm talking about it's insane. I always say you challenge the argument, not the person, because when you challenge the person, you're being transphobic. Like, look how y'all are acting in the comments. Oh, she's a man. Why didn't the other boys hit her? And all this other stuff. Like,
Yeah.
girl, for what? For what? Nobody fault. So
Yeah.
why do we need to continue to add that on? Like, I don't understand.
Hmm. It's
So
true.
in the comments. I
Mhm.
was saying she was she, and I can't stand her ass because I believe she's a woman.
And that's
Now I
fine
ain't
because
look.
that's just a part of the conversation when you're watching a TV show. You're not going to enjoy
Yeah,
everybody. That's the point. It's like then that's also a part of a formula. What does it look like if you like everybody in the sense of oh everybody having a good time and being merry? Nova decided to do something that did not read well on camera. People watch it and did not like it. However, that doesn't mean she's just this evil ass bitch. Y'all just didn't like something that she chose to do in the new situation that she's in. Cool. Say that you didn't fuck with it. We didn't like it either. Be it whether it's being a producer or being a viewer. We didn't
Yeah.
like it either.
Like, and
But it
that's the thing.
happened.
People think that when we're editing the show, like we're agreeing with everything that's being put out there. No, we watch it just like y'all. Once we edit the show and we watch it back, we see, we have our opinions or whatever. But I feel like people are just being downright nasty, and I just don't understand that.
Right.
Hmm. That's it.
That
They
that's
just
lit. That's it. That's
they
You
all.
found an
can you can
opening to be
have
nasty.
your opinion about a situation. Yeah, you can definitely disagree with Nova calling Noelle Medea in a wig and the other things that may have said on the show, but you don't have to misgender the lady. Like that's what I
Hmm.
understand because what y'all are doing is bullying behavior as well. If we got to call it for what it
yep,
is.
Yeah.
And then y'all
yep.
got other trans people that's been on this platform. That's it, when you say things like that. That's a disrespectful to Lauren, England, Kendra, Willa, Tony. Like y'all ain't Drew Friday. Like y'all ain't worried about all the rest of them because if you saying that, then how you feel about them? I'm just saying you cannot
Hmm.
like the
Oh,
lady,
I
but you
miss
ain't
Drew
got to be
Friday so
transphobic.
much.
Oh, okay.
You sure don't. I can't stand that ish, and I'm part of the LG. How Carls call it legitimate.
La
Yeah,
bitch to
the
qua.
qua.
La bitch to
Yeah,
qua.
that.
Hold on.
I'm gonna just say the qua. That's what I'm part
La
of because
qua.
I'm
La bitch to
The
qua.
bisexual.
business supply is so funny. Hey,
Mhm.
Alfia.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Althea.
Look
Fifi.
at
What's
Alfia.
Hey.
here?
Fifi, when do you
Hey.
sleep, bitch?
Hey, I don't.
Never. She got a baby. Okay, them
I
kids don't
don't.
go to
No,
sleep.
that bitch
Never.
I
always
don't.
Listen,
up.
if you like me, I'm a night owl, so I
I don't
understand.
sleep. I don't sleep at all.
Okay.
Um
What you got? I know you got a think piece, Malcolm X.
No,
hello.
Malcolm X.
Hello.
Malcolm X eats. No shade.
Right now I'm eating a 10-piece wing.
Hello.
Period.
Oh, that sounds so good right now.
Now, from
Do
where?
you
But
Which
no,
listen?
area?
I jumped up here because I heard Dario say, "Why tell production that you don't want to talk about it and stay into the group?" Not only was I trying to relate to the group, but I wanted them to understand that don't be embarrassed to tell me that you do what you do because there's someone in my life who does it, and I'm not ashamed of him. So like. It was just like y'all can feel comfortable talking around me. It's okay for y'all to be
Yeah,
vulnerable
girl, but
around
you was
me. I
talking
can
to
be
the
vulnerable with
elite.
you.
You can
Yeah,
do
but I
that
didn't
with
know they was the
me.
I didn't know
You
they
gotta
was
do
the
that with
elite
the
at the
extras,
time.
child.
Yeah.
Cause we
No,
I
extras
but
didn't know
keep
that's
it
they was
that's
the
real up
why
elite.
here.
that was why
But
we
But
talked
okay,
but
to.
when
yes,
y'all
yes,
say
yes,
that,
yes,
but
yes.
when y'all I'm not done. But when y'all
Oh,
say
my
it,
bad.
right?
Ooh,
I'm
excuse
sorry. I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry. When y'all
Shut my
say it
fat
like
ass
that
up.
too, right? I just feel like don't tell me not to open up to the group and then be like, why she don't want us to get to know us? Why she not coming around more? Like it's like two
Yeah.
different what y'all want from me. Like figure out what y'all want. And
Hold,
then
hold,
let me
keep
know.
that sentiment on Saturday.
I will. I will.
I
But
just gotta say
okay,
this.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
so
Go ahead, Anerio. I'm sorry.
Althea, you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. But what I'm saying is that particular situation, if you know at the casting call, that's something that you didn't want to bring up. I'm just saying, why bring that up to the group? That's all I'm saying. We're on the show. You
Hmm.
could talk about, oh girl, the grass at my house is pink, and somebody decided to bring that up at a random moment. And then the second thing about that is if you were so like confident to bring that up to the people, why did
Hmm.
you become so upset at the game night?
I became upset because I didn't expect it to be used against me and my words to be twisted as if I was the one who came up with the gay for paid segment. Like it was
Right.
twisted. And then not only that, she stated that she heard as if I wasn't the one who told her. So like that whole little scenario was twisted in her favor. She tried to at least. It wasn't
Right.
like I was just crying for no fucking reason. Like, no, bitch, you trying to make it out to be like my whole like, no, that's not what I did. That's not what I said. That's not how I gave it up. Like, don't do me
So
like
that was
that.
so that was an emotional response that you gave
Yeah,
Nova in that moment.
that was an emotional response for sure. Because every other time after that, who was the more mature and more calm when it came to like when we actually like sat down and talked to each other? Like Who had to
Me.
say the digs? Who had to talk about the person first? Like I didn't say nothing about her. She came for me first. Always.
True.
Right. True. But I just feel like Althea, if something is so personal to you, I would just say, just with anybody, even off the show, like even if you was talking to one of your homegirls you probably didn't even trust like that or whatever, people will use things against you at the end of the day. Later down the
You're
road,
right.
when they feel some type of way about you, when they could be jealous of you and what you bring to the table, your energy, your positiveness, all of that stuff, people can still go back and be like, well, girl, I remember last week, last month, you said X, Y, and Z. So how you feel today? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I totally agree with that.
So in that moment, that's why as a producer, like you brought this up to them off camera, and I listened to the whole audio mic, but out of respect for you telling me this is not something you really want to bring up, I only put that in there because I don't want people to think that, oh, production, y'all are the one to blame. Because then we had this email that came out, which we're gonna talk about on Saturday. Hey,
Oh,
then this
absolutely.
while we had this email that came out, and then that email, of course, it just came off as like, Dario, this is your fault.
Like, but you got to see it from my point of view. Like,
I
imagine you
did.
sitting there. Imagine you sitting there, right? A bitch
Yes.
randomly say she heard some shit, and then motherfuckers in the room is looking shocked as if they didn't hear the same shit she heard at the same setting that she heard the shit. Like, why are we
Well,
all
I
playing
didn't.
like
I wasn't there.
I mean, I get you and Ken, like I
Yeah, he
get
didn't
you
get
and
this.
Ken the whole situation. Like, we're gonna exclude you guys, right? It
Right.
was way more people. Then you got outside people. Then you saying this shit in front of outside people. Like, I just felt like the whole way the situation was handled, how this bitch like got to hit me on the wrist, how she even got close to hitting me, and I hear a lot of people like, if somebody stand up over me, I would have jumped up too. But bitch, you wasn't the one being provoked. You was the one being picked at the whole fucking night. Like it was shit
True
that
that.
Yeah.
led up to me standing up. Like I
I
didn't just
said you
stand
should
up
have
over
smacked
a
her.
bitch. Like I should have
That's what you
smacked
should
that
have
bitch, but
done.
I
That's what you
didn't.
should have
No,
did.
But I
no,
didn't.
no, no, no.
So here's the
That's
thing: the
that's
disconnect,
Damage waiver.
honestly. Hold on, real fast. The
Damage waiver.
disconnect, honestly, is really that
But
okay?
out
We're not discounting that those things happen, and we can
at
acknowledge that that
all.
was a trigger response, right? Nobody's not saying that.
Absolutely.
I think when it comes down to obviously the email, and of course y'all will discuss that Saturday. When it came down to the email of it all and your confusion of it all, why and Dario said that it comes off as though production was to blame, and we can understand your perspective at the time. However, I spoke to you that night. Jamar and I came to your car, and I talked to you right after everything happened. So when
Uh-huh.
you made the decision to make the email, and it came off as, oh, production was involved in something, that's why it was confusing to us when me and you talked not once but twice. And it was like, why is it that you're still believing that we did this? And you literally said verbatim to me that you're going to stand by your email because that's how you feel, not how you felt, how you feel. So if you
Correct.
continuously say that you feel like production was involved, then that's why we're like, wait. If we're talking to you on multiple occasions and we're showcasing that we're supporting you in spite of
Not
what
multiple,
happened, because
not twice.
yeah, but I'm saying multiple occasions as terms of when it comes down to what happened between you and Nova, we checked in on you. We made sure everything was straight.
Y'all
We
did, but
definitely
this
was
is
in
the thing,
support.
right? When y'all was doing, when you was specific, because we gonna talk about you, not for everybody else. When
Mm-hmm.
I was having my conversation with you, you kept on telling me the same way Twan did during my therapy session. Look at it from her perspective. Look at it from her perspective, as if I was the one who initiated the problem. Why do I have to
Mm-mm.
look at it from any type of perspective?
No, I'm saying when I said
Why
the
do
whole
I
thing of
have to
perspective,
understand where she is
because
coming
there
from?
was way
Why do
more,
I have
because
to
we've
watch
talked
my tongue and
longer.
mind my
We
manners?
but
And
here's
she's
the
sitting
thing,
there
Althea.
disrespecting me, bringing up my baby.
Yes.
You could talk about me, you could talk about my looks, you could talk about my child father. But once you said my baby could bookmark the motherfucking episode, when I text it and he, bitch, that's how I fucking felt. Bitch, stop fucking coming for me as if I'm fucking dragging you through the mud.
I know
Bitch, I
that's
didn't do
right.
nothing to you.
You
That's
should
what
have
it
beat her
Mm-hmm.
up,
is.
You
then.
know,
That's what it is.
But
I would have.
Althea,
Don't let
listen,
somebody
so
else
here's the
come running
thing.
this without
Althea, nobody.
the
This
fuck.
this
Oh,
is what you're
please.
missing, though.
Like
This is
what the
what you're
fuck?
missing. The point that it was being made is me talking to you and saying about a perspective. I first off, I said way more than talking about your first perspective. I
No,
said a
I know
plenty
you
of
did.
things.
I'm
So
not
I
saying
want
that
to,
you didn't. I'm
yes. So
saying
I just want to
that's
clarify.
what
When
made me
I was
feel like that.
talking, yes, but when I talked about
That's what I said.
perspective, I was
Huh? What I
referring
do?
to everything that and Dario and I and Carl all said up here, which is you are on a show. The perspective of
It
it all is
doesn't
this girl.
matter
This is
if I'm
listen to
on
what
the
I'm
show. The
saying.
fact that your
Listen to what
character
I'm
changed because
saying.
you on the show is ridiculous.
No,
I don't
but
want to be
that's the
around
thing.
people who
who put on for a motherfucking
Althea,
show.
Althea, here's what the gang, babe. That's how the game go. There are people who are like that. Listen, this
But
is
Shorty,
the
be
first
but
real as a
season.
let me
motherfucker. Be a
No,
pimp
can
as
I
real as a
interject real
motherfucker. You
quick?
don't have to
yes.
be like that.
No, you're
Can I
right. You don't
interject for a
have to be,
second?
but this is just the reality, is what I'm trying to
That shit is
say.
lame.
So
Can I
that's the
interject
Oh,
for a
point.
second?
Yes, and go ahead.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me just interject for a second because it's getting a little, crazy up here, just a little bit, just a little bit. But
My bad. I'm the
I
problem.
can
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm
no, no,
not.
no,
I'm never so
no.
sadness.
Althea, please, all of that, everything. You are totally fine, baby. But no, what I want to say is like, JT, you're right. You are on the show. Althea, absolutely. Because Althea, you did, you was at Tony's ball and you expressed, how you feel, confided with the group because you felt like this was a safe space. You thought that this was fine. I totally understand that. What Nova did, we got to that. She was wrong for that situation. You got up, you told her, you pointed at her and all this other stuff. Nova felt how she felt and all of those things. But I want you to also understand that Alfie, we was all in a situation when y'all both got up and then when Nova tried to like, swing at you, we was trying to like get y'all out of the house. I want to get back to that part of the email. We was trying to
Mm-hmm.
get Nova out of the house. It
I'm
wasn't,
not
oh,
gonna
y'all
lie.
are running out to her and y'all are, trying to protect her and stuff like that. No, we
Yes.
was trying to get her out of the house because
They was
one, we
taking
didn't want y'all
damage
to
away.
fight. And then two, we don't want to, pay for any damages in Q's house. That was the only thing. Every time a
Mm-hmm.
fight happens on Chase in Atlanta, we can go back
Damage
and watch
wave.
the seasons. Every time a fight happens on Chasing, I try to break it up. Y'all got to get out of this venue.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to get out of this place because I'm not trying to pay for no extra fees or
Yes.
damages and stuff like that. So once we finally got Nova out, of course, I'm also camera operator, security, and everything. Of course, I want to, get a little quick moment with the group where they did say she was in the wrong
Yeah.
right there on camera and hold on, right there on camera and on green screen. After
Correct.
that moment, that's when I went back inside and I turned my camera off. It's on the show where I said, "Hey, Alfia," and then I put your green screen in. But I turned my camera off because I wanted to have a conversation with you because you
Yeah,
and
we
I
did.
talked about how you did not want to bring this up.
We did.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was that.
We did.
So the email, so when the email came out, mind you, even before this Alfia, when the email came out, we was all just like, oh my God, again. Because we just dealt with somebody that walked away from the show. We just dealt from two producers that walked away as well. So it was just
Mm-hmm.
like, why do we keep getting in this same motion every time we have a group scene? That's why I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to talk to you before you sent out that email. I didn't want you, if you had sent out that email, then it's just like, well, damn, now everybody's thinking that you left the group and now they're having their opinions because nobody has seen you.
Mm-hmm.
You've been away.
Correct.
That Twan conversation, that
Can I
therapy
make?
session, that happened months after. That wasn't in the same
Yes.
order.
Yes, it
You
was.
wasn't filming with us. You wasn't talking to us. And I really wanted to have a conversation with you. And when we finally had that conversation, I felt like we got to that understanding.
When we
So
talked in the bathroom, we did have an understanding, right? But
yes,
once we all got outside and I peeped that Nova was still standing outside waiting her Uber or waiting for Dominique and people still down there taking shots with a bitch, I kind of felt some type of way going home. Like y'all out here taking shots and my
I can
flight
understand that.
still gonna be affected. Like
I
Mm-hmm.
can understand
But
that.
that's a
fuck is
perspective
funny.
thing, so I get it.
I
Yeah.
can understand that. I mean, when
Yeah.
Dominique, yeah, when he said like, the party's still going on and stuff like that. I think what it is that everybody was like, damn, this situation just got thick. Cameras have wrapped.
Yeah.
Whatever it is for them, I'm just thinking that maybe they just wanted to, wrap it up. I was ready to go home, no shade. But I
Yeah.
mean, that
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that outfit because it makes you look like, okay, well, damn, is there anybody else that's really on my side? Or is
Yeah.
there anybody that's like, really understanding like this situation just happened? Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it was.
Yeah.
And I was responding out of anger, emotions, out of like, damn, like I really
Yeah.
was had high hopes for this opportunity. Like I'm really
Correct.
excited. And I'm still grateful for the opportunity. Like that didn't take anything away from me. And I'm so grateful to God. Like I just appreciate thank you for calling me today. Thank you for talking to me even after the email because, shit worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not no low
Hello.
down bitch, and I want you to understand that, Alfia, girl. You on the show for a reason, honey. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in the place or the business to just let somebody get rat out and then be like, okay, what the hell to them in this email? No, babe, we finna have a conversation. Because one thing I told you, Alfia, during that call, like you have a fan base that could be possibly happening, and look what's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
You're an artist. You are a model. Like, let's be clear. This is why I was pushing your story in the beginning. You remember that conversation we had at the first studio session that we
Yeah,
didn't tape? Like,
yeah,
I'm pushing y'all stories. I'm a producer. I want to make sure you're looked at the best light. Now, the drama that comes naturally, like what people do off camera, what they do on camera, what they bring back to the camera, all that type of stuff. I just have to work and maneuver with that because that is the entertaining factor. But that's not me producing that. I am producing your story, which is why I felt like if you walk away from this situation right now, it's going to look bad on both sides. You should come back. You should be able to defend yourself. You should be able to still showcase what you wanted to showcase, even if it's not even with the group. I still want to
Correct.
give you that opportunity.
thank
So,
you.
but at the same time, this is what we dealt with this season. We missed a
Mm-hmm.
couple things. You know, all the group scenes, we tried to get you and Nova to come to some resolution, all these other things. I mean, the story just played out naturally how it was. We did the
Yeah,
best we could.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So I apologize again.
It's all good,
Please,
boo.
please.
It's all good.
Yeah, and
We
that's
still
the
gonna,
thing. I
we
just
gonna talk about on Saturday. But I mean,
yeah.
You're
I'm
a
just
I
saying,
mess.
want to
we
I want
good.
to
Like, I feel
clarify
you. I
too.
fuck with you. I don't care.
No, and
I
so what?
look, look,
Before we say that, I want to clarify something because I didn't like that interaction between you and I. I want to clarify that I don't have any ill will towards you, Althea, in any
I don't think
capacity.
you do, JT,
Yeah,
at
I
all.
genuinely like you. Hence the reason why when everything happened, I made sure that that was my first thought to talk to you. It had nothing to do with production of it all. It was person to person because I understood what it felt like. Because I've dealt with something similar before. I mean, I'm not a cis woman, so it's a different feeling when you have your baby daddy in a situation like that. But I'm saying in the sense of when you tell somebody something personal and they choose to weaponize it against you. I was there before. So I understood where you came from. And I wanted that to be understood why I had those conversations with you. However, I would say when we're having this conversation today, I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to malign you in any capacity. Again, as I said earlier in the live, there's a lot of nuance with this conversation. And so I wanted there to be a way for us to have a conversation, especially since you chose to come up here today. I wanted to be where we talk about everything real time, real life, without it being as though we're being combative or me trying to be accusatory in any capacity. It's about having a conversation about how things can look in certain ways. Just like you just said, when you left that party and you saw everybody drinking with Nova, you felt like people were just, hey, girl, let's have a good time in spite of what happened. When in actuality, that night, Ken told her, gave her the perspective of the fact that, with him now raising his nephew and him trying to have a child, what it means to be respectful for somebody who is raising a child such as yourself, and why you offended her in a certain way. Dominique backed him up in that statement. Those elements play a
Quentin
part too.
too.
Quentin too. All of them backed you up that same night, but you didn't get to see all of that. You don't know all that, but we can acknowledge that your perspective, it did come off wrong. I just wish, which why I said before, I just wish that, and I could understand you was in your emotions, you had to go through it. When we talked and you said that you needed space and time and you had to figure it out, I respected it. So I could understand. But I wanted to acknowledge, as I said before, your story was important. Your feelings are important. And so with that comes being able to express your thoughts, express your feelings, and tell somebody, hey, from my vantage point, I did not like how this went. And I would love to hear why it went this way. Maybe you can clear it up. Maybe you can do X, Y, Z. And granted, there was a lot of chaos. So some things were lost in translation. I was just saying in the perspective, babe, it just, I feel like there was so many other ways to, manage it in everybody's parts. I just like to always point out that everybody can contribute in some capacity why there could be a miscommunication. Because as we've all known, this season, miscommunication was literally the topic of discussion this year. There was a
Yeah.
lot of miscommunication. So I wanted that to be what we're discussing here, how sometimes our decision making in certain ways, even though we're self-preserving, because that's what you were doing. You were self-preserving. You were focused on trying to save yourself. And I understand because it was a lot. And I just wanted to add that nuance part of it all where it's like, hey, in these moments, humans have a tendency to do things that maybe we don't expect. And whether it's okay or not, we have to be able to pivot and adjust. And you know that firsthand.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
that was where I
Yeah.
wanted to remind you on that. It's like, girl, yes, Nova did egregious things. And I'm not going to sit here and say that everything she did was correct in any capacity.
Yeah,
I'm
because I'm
not,
tired
and
of
I
talking about
won't.
Like I'm
Yeah,
tired of
I'm
this
tired of
being a
talking about it too.
topic. I'm tired of talking about it.
I just wanted there to be the
What are y'all
understanding.
though? So I'm
Yeah,
I really
there
am,
is
but
the
I
understanding of
mean,
every
well,
what
we
we.
gon' we
motherfucking
gonna
night,
bury it. We gonna
somebody is
bury
Yeah,
it on
talking about it.
Saturday.
Like they
We
always
yeah,
gon' we
making
gonna
it
bury it on
a
Saturday
topic.
because I mean, the same time you tired of talking about it, we tired of talking about it, we tired of seeing it, we tired of editing it. Hell, we
Yeah,
is.
like
We
it's
yeah.
a
honestly is.
topic.
Because I
It's
mean, we
really a
literally
topic.
because I will say from from a producer perspective, I'm over here pulling the twine on everybody. When I say producer perspective, he say therapist perspective. But anyway,
Hello.
it has become exhausting. I will say that because
Mhm.
we really tried. I think the lemon squeeze from the pole dancing, we really tried to make y'all like make amends and just like really hash this because I mean we can really move forward. Now I feel like people's opinions and what they have said. I'm talking about the other cast members. It kind of became a little mixy set here and there. But I just felt like just Althea, just for you to hear us, like that was really what we was trying to do is like make sure y'all got along before we went to Miami or just, dead this whole situation and let's talk about something else. So
Yep.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
another season coming. Let's talk about something the fuck else because that is
let's
not my
talk about
storyline.
me.
Oh.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Bitch, if y'all bring that Alfia
Let's
back,
talk
I do
about
all
them
my scenes
newspaper
with
pants
her
that were
ass.
fabulous.
Let's talk about
It's
them pants,
What
bitch.
happened?
fabulous.
Who she
So I
talking
gotta do all my scenes next season with Alfia. Got it.
to? Okay.
Okay.
Bitch, we doing
Okay.
a
Uh,
lot of choreography, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of performing. That's
Yes.
what it's gonna be.
Yes.
Period. It's gonna be grind
Yes.
season, bitch.
And a lot of
Yes.
photo shoots. I got a lot of
Yes.
goddamn photo
But I
shoots.
want to say this
can,
before because I want to round it out and also like if everybody has some closing statements. I want to say this. Y'all, let's learn that there's these things when we do these reality shows, they're called journeys, right? So when it comes
yes.
down
It's a
to a
journey.
journey, there are some things that you're just not going to do correct.
True
Everybody
that
is
shit.
not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days, like Hannah Montana.
Okay.
Hello. So when it comes down to it, we have to give people grace, number one, but also enjoy the damn ride. That was the problem with this season.
Yes.
Y'all may not like everything that people do, but enjoy the ride, bitch. Like, there is going to be a continuation of certain things. There's going to be conversations about things that you may not like or may be tense or hard. But if the cast is willing to have those conversations, you should be willing to watch it. Because guess what? They're actually trying to find a resolution. So with that
Yeah.
comes letting them do that. So if there's a season 8 and everybody gets to come back, bitch, you will see the things that you said were missing in season 7. That's all I'm saying. But you
It
gotta
ain't gonna
let
be no.
people.
It's not
You
gonna be
can,
no if.
Let
yeah,
them
you
grow.
will. You will see
Cause I gotta
everything
go
when
see
it
my
comes down
man.
to. Come on, see your man.
I'm
Yes.
saying.
Bye, y'all. We ain't worry about that baby daddy no more.
Wait,
Bitch,
Alfia, can I quote my favorite line by you?
what it is?
How can another prostitute talk about
Talk
another
about
Not
another
enough. Ooh,
prostitute?
that's
Girl,
my
I
favorite.
holler.
How can
I'm
another pro? You gotta say it
screaming.
I
like
holler.
you gotta say it how
Listen,
she
that
said.
was that
How
was
can another
very much days of our
prostitute?
lives set. I
You gotta
live.
say it like how can another
I
I thought
was,
she
and
was
prostitute
gonna
talk
especially
about
say.
another
how she had her
I,
hand on her hip, I said, "It's get." I ain't gonna lie, I felt like you was Dominique Devereaux. I said, "Get it, bitch."
I was on
prostitute?
my Grace Jones set. No cap.
How can another prostitute talk about
No
another
cap.
prostitute?
Talk about
I
another
thought you was gonna say,
prostitute.
Bitch, that
girl,
heavy on the
I got so
floor.
many damn quotes, I don't even remember, child.
Yes,
I'm finna
Oh,
I
get
and
me a
my
live.
second
t-shirt.
favorite was no, my second favorite was my baby daddy is gay for
Gay for
Gay
pay.
for
pay.
pay.
Bitch,
Ho.
you
Ho.
thought I didn't
You gotta
know?
pause. You pause and then say ho. You gotta say
Just
my baby
loud
daddy
and
is gay for
wrong, bitch.
pay.
Just
Ho.
loud and wrong.
Oh,
My baby
I'm
daddy is gay for
screaming.
I
pay.
was like, oh,
Ho. That was so funny. And then my all-time favorite, which is Scotty's. You still transitioning? Ooh, that had me in
oh,
stitches.
honey,
Uh-huh.
holler. Oh, I fell out on the bed. I said, oh no,
That
oh
was
no.
a serious question, y'all. I was not being funny. I
I was
swear to
like,
God.
bitch, now you
I know
getting the
you
feel,
wasn't.
bitch. Swing now, bitch. Swing at her. Bite her head,
Now,
bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, she did be being
And for the
real.
people that was saying, because I saw somebody say earlier that they thought I was being biased. For people that said I was being biased, I want to point out when you said the "Are you still transitioning" part in that episode, when we reviewed it, I literally said verbatim because I was there. I did not think that you were trying to be nasty to her. I felt as though you were trying to have a starting point and really get into the overall womanhood of it all. That's what
Yes,
I
I
think your
believe
point
girl.
it.
was.
And that
But
was
the
funny,
Yes.
people,
That
bitch.
bitch said, I
yes,
said, this your last time saying you gonna hit me in my motherfucking face, bitch. Is you transitioning? Bitch, is you done? Cause bitch, you might as well
Like, if
hit
you
me,
still
hoe.
trying to,
I'm
because if you
ready.
not, then
Fuck
bitch, let's
this
get it
shit.
then, bitch.
Yeah, dead
I'm
ass
screaming.
serious.
Cause I
Like,
But
sure
bitch,
no,
was
you
knocked
done.
out.
Bitch, you gonna stop here saying you finna hit me in my motherfucking mouth, bitch. Let's do it. Bitch.
That shit was
It's
funny.
I'm
yeah,
screaming. But
but
I
no,
was
I
so
just
I'm glad
mad
you
wanted
I
to
take
missed
that back
acknowledge
it.
though.
that. Because the girls swear I'm biased. I'm not biased, y'all. Like,
So who
Nah.
was trying
hello.
to leak the
Like,
mug shots?
huh?
Who was
That's
trying to
not
leak the mug
beautiful hot
shots?
dog eating, girl. I ain't talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Binge
beautiful
Worthy
Carl.
was
hot
Girl,
trying
dog.
to
yeah, I
leak.
need your
It
skills.
was Binge Worthy that was trying to leak the mug shots. Binge Worthy did it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep, I saw.
Oh,
That's who did it.
And he
I
tried
yes.
to
don't
blame it
know.
on you.
Yeah, and for Q, that's your home girl. Talk to your girl
Ooh,
Okay.
and
that
ask
ooh.
her
Tell
and
the
see if she's
truth,
gonna
shame
lie
the
to you.
devil.
And tell her to show the messages. She
First of
knows so
all,
much because she got it.
Ooh.
You know, she
I
didn't do
Uh-huh.
anything.
now
but
Tell her to
y'all
show
know
it.
I
but
am.
we're
Y'all know
not
I
we not
love
gonna
me
dress
some
him by
binge
his name. We're
worthy, so
gonna
I
dress
don't
him
know
by the
nothing
low
about that.
budget Carl Winslow.
I'm
Now wait a
Carl
screaming.
minute.
oh
Winslow.
my God.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
anyway, I love you,
Y'all know I
Althea.
ain't lying.
Love
I love
you.
you, JT. I love you, Carl.
Love
Hi,
you
Lefty. I
guys.
love you. I'm gonna get
I
off
love
because
you
I need
too.
to finish cleaning up and doing what I gotta do here.
Period.
And
And don't
yeah,
be talking about
Saturday
me
we're
no
gonna
more.
have so much fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I,
Dominique, if I
I
offended you, I'm sorry. She said she don't find that shit funny. I'm sorry. If I offended you, I apologize. But that shit is fun. It's funny now. It wasn't funny in the moment.
Hmm.
what happened?
Oh,
You
Tanya
Homie,
was
you
you
saying
was
she
was
didn't
funny.
cracking up.
find
You
You
she
know
you
you
doesn't
was
was.
find
probably.
she didn't find the interaction currently when they were talking about what was the interaction
Mother,
between them.
you
They didn't
found it
like it at the
funny.
time. Yeah. That she didn't really
Oh,
Over
like
there
that.
lie.
okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. But then
Okay, Dario,
everything can
I'm
be
sorry.
Dario,
addressed
before you
properly.
go.
I'm sorry, Dario. Continue. I'm sorry. That was so rude.
No, no,
My
no. I mean,
bad.
I was pretty much done, child. Child. I'm
But
just.
you
Oh,
too,
It's 11
bro.
o'clock.
Is
Yeah.
We
Dallas
love
really
you too.
canceled?
I was supposed to
Excuse
talk to my
me.
man. Bye.
Is Dallas really canceled?
Who
Who
said it
said
was
Who
that?
said
Who
canceled?
that?
said that?
You did in the comments one time.
And Dar just be talking
When
shit.
did I
You
say
can't take him
that?
serious. I don't think he said that
He probably
though.
was just talking shit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember him
No,
saying
I
that
think he
though.
said. I seen him saying it in the reunion comments. I think he was talking shit though, but still, I was gonna say if it
I
ain't
didn't say nothing
canceled.
about I didn't say nothing about Dallas being canceled.
Oh, I
Mm-mm.
thought you did. I may have
I'm
read it
gone.
wrong, but
Bye.
if it
Love
since it
y'all.
ain't,
Bye
Bye.
later.
let me
Here you
be in
go.
Dallas.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. They say I
Let me be
Okay.
say
in Dallas
everything,
because
but
I will
baby,
read a
show
book.
me.
Yeah. No,
Huh?
I
I'll show
it's
you.
that's so funny. That's so funny.
Hey, don't do me. I'm not gonna get blocked. I'm so sweet.
I'm
But I will
screaming. But
also
thank
drag a
you,
bitch.
Daria. We'll be chatting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love y'all. Bye.
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 Love you too. And don't smoke without me no more.
I'm screaming.
Catherine,
All
please.
right, y'all. I'm gonna drop down. I just want to come up here and say speak. I wanted to
Okay.
speak to Mother because she
Um,
is so fierce. I love her so
Tomorrow.
much.
Tomorrow at eight
And I'm
o'clock
glad I got
on
to
yes,
quote unquote
Friday.
yes,
quote Alfia. But y'all have a
yes.
good night. I'm about to go get
Good
me some
night.
tacos from OMG Tacos
Come
Bye,
on,
girl.
OMG.
and shut my fat ass up and get up out of here.
Catherine,
Okay,
please.
bye, girl.
Catherine.
One thing about it, you got to tell Catherine about 30 times, child. I'm screaming. But no, this was a very enlightening conversation. I know it got a little tense, but that's totally fine. Things
That's
happen.
okay.
But before we leave out, let's go ahead and revisit this exclusive drop that you gave just now, because I think it was kind
Yeah.
of brushed over. As
Mm,
Carl just said, binge worthy is the reason why the mugshots was even a topic of discussion. And
yeah.
it had nothing to do with anybody on the cast.
Yeah.
So we want to just, add and let that be known. That binge
And
worthy was the one who wanted
that
to
was
look.
the reason why
Actually,
when he did put out his quote unquote, and I say that very, very, very heavily in bold print, quote unquote, tell all. I have a thing about, because y'all know I've been the accountability king all season. I don't like
hello.
when people not tell the whole truth. Now,
Correct.
you knew that you did that. When you called yourself doing a tell all, you should have said that. Now, whatever reason you had for wanting to put those out there, That's your truth, and you should have included that in your tell all. Like, don't I hate people who call themselves quote unquote telling all, but you only tell half of it. Tell the
Mhm.
entire thing, and then eat whether right, wrong, or indifferent. If you felt you had a reason for wanting to leak that man's mug shots, put that in your tell all. Don't
Mhm.
try to switch the narrative to make yourself look well, because that's how you like a goddamn asshole. Don't be
Mhm.
trying to just tell your part of the story. Tell the whole thing. And
Yeah.
you did not. So as soon as I watched it, because I watched it like the rest of y'all did, and
Mhm.
yes, I noticed a lot of holes in the story.
Mhm.
And a lot of things that he was addressing and things that he was saying and the way he was addressing things, he did not address that in those parties' faces, including mine, because I was addressed in there as well indirectly, and that was not how it was brought to me. So what you're not gonna do is play in my goddamn face, which he did come over here to unbrand, and he did offer me an apology on there. But my thing is, if you would have told the truth from jump, you wouldn't have had to do that.
Correct.
Because one thing about me, I may tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie, which is why he came over here and
Absolutely.
apologized. Because you're not gonna sit here and lie. And if y'all notice that I called him out in a lie, and he apologized for it, what else y'all think he'd have lied about in the damn quote unquote tell all? He lied about
Mhm.
most of it. So it's just
Yeah.
like, don't just switch the narrative. You sit down in your little seat, call yourself telling your story, and you're not telling the whole truth. Don't do that, because I'm
Yeah.
always gonna tell both sides of the story, and I will let the audience decide whose side you on, whether you're on mine or your other person's. That's your own prerogative. But my duty to you all is to tell you both sides of the story, so you can make up whatever conclusion you want to from there.
Yeah. Cause
And he didn't do that.
I would love to pose a question because Q said in the reunion that somebody was already telling him that people were talking about him while he was in jail.
True.
He
Who
said
was
that. And then
who
he
was that?
also said then he said the whole thing about they brought up the mugshot thing. Who was talking to you in
Who
jail?
told you that?
Because from my understanding, when Bingeworthy was referring to your mugshots and stuff, and they found out you were in jail, they were acting as if they didn't know any of the in and outs of anything, nor they had contact with you. So I would love to know if he was the one who was the very person you were talking to from jail. Why did you believe that anybody else who, mind you, nobody knew you was in jail until the wig party? Why do you think the cast were the ones that's trying to find your mugshot?
Yeah, and half the cast don't even know you that well. Why would
Hmm.
they do that?
Yeah, that don't make sense. But
These
I can
questions
see
are
why.
things that make you go, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it was
And
a
that's the
lot.
problem with a lot of y'all, why y'all had problems like y'all had on this season, because there's a lot of things that didn't make y'all go, Y'all should have been asking yourself some hard questions. And you got to realize, I mean, we'll call a spade a spade. Girl, you didn't go through the audition process like everybody else did. Bingeworthy is
Hmm.
the one that preferred your ass to this goddamn show. So what you did
Yeah.
was blindly lead whatever that bitch told you, because she got you a job. Stop
Hmm.
blindly leading bitches.
Yeah.
You just
No
don't just
shade.
blindly follow a bitch, because bitch, that was the bitch trying to get your mugshot, baby.
Because and again, it goes back to
What did
those
Dario say? I like
conversations.
that.
What? Which part?
In Dario's comment, the last one.
Oh, hold on.
The Texans are where?
In the
It's
phone.
still in the phone. One thing we do not
Yes.
do, you always have a receipt, bitch. I'll tell you a joke,
Yes.
but I never gonna tell you a lie. Bitch, you need to go figure out. Mind you, I said at the reunion, bitch, ain't nobody behind this camera in front of it try to get your mugshot. The bitch that
Hmm.
tried to get it is no longer here. So you need to go talk to your
Correct.
homegirl
Correct. That
and
shit's
ask
continuing
her
to
to
happen.
show and tell her the message. And that if she claimed it was somebody over here, tell her to show who it was.
Hmm.
A lot don't care who tell it. If somebody on this cast or on production try to get your mugshot, he should have the receipt, shouldn't he? So tell him to
Yep.
show it to you. And he ain't got to show it to you. Tell him to come on brand. He can show it to us.
Show us.
We'll put it up.
Yes.
If you got it, put it up here.
Yes.
I too would like to see it.
I would love to see it.
Yeah. Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing, come show us.
Yes, because what I seen, you and your friend, the new duo known as Timon and Pumbaa, they decided to go and do their thing. They decided to want to ask questions about getting this mugshot and how big of a splash. Oh my God, I'm so happy I get to say this now. Because it was just like, girl, when we first talked about this, I was holding this in for so long. I was so glad I could say this now. Because it's like, girl, it's like, y'all were asking for this mugshot. Y'all wanted this to be a part of the show. Y'all wanted it to be a splash if he comes back and people bring this up and how much of a tease it would be. Y'all wanted
Exactly.
that.
And like I mentioned earlier, is the fact that these you got two individuals that thought they were bigger than the program, and they were because of the fact that like you got to realize when Bingeworthy came in, not only were the audience excited because a lot of people, even I was excited to, even though I
Even though
wasn't on the show at the time, I thought Bingeworthy being on the show because of his ties to Housewives, his following, it would have been a good look for the show because with and Dario being a head honcho and him being in his realm and he being one in his realm, if they combined and joined forces Chasen went to new heights. That's why I thought I'm like, okay, this is a good business move. But you're
Yeah.
talking about somebody that you just review shows. This is a man that's putting the show together. And as
Hmm.
I have told y'all time after time, because I am a producer, executive producer of the Scene ATL, it's a
Clock it.
completely different ball game when you actually have to produce a show. And where he
Eat.
already fucked up at because he was coming into his own space trying to make up storylines. No.
Hmm.
Y'all ask for reality. Same thing y'all talk about this Nova situation that y'all so upset about. It's reality. You let these people do what the fuck they gonna do, and you
Yes.
build the storyline and you build the storyboard off of what they gonna do.
Yes.
You
And
don't
he
go
didn't
in
want to
there and
do that.
tell nobody what they gonna do.
He
You
didn't want
let
to
them
do
do what the
that at
hell they gonna
all.
do, and you
Because
just
if
work around it to make the show.
Yes, because if y'all watched our interview, go and check out Q's interview. We did have a conversation in reference to one of those very moments because there was some part of this y'all actually didn't see. So in episode one, when y'all saw Sebastian and Q have that quick moment in behind the scenes at the Ivy showroom when he was preparing for the show and everything, that actually was filmed more than one time. We filmed actually in the Ivy showroom where Q and Sebastian was having a conversation. And as we discussed in our interview, Q and I, Q got into it with Bingeworthy for a second because Bingeworthy wanted to have an inauthentic scene. He wanted Q to basically talk about the group and Sebastian in a way where, I guess in a catty kind of
It was
fashion.
less than joyous.
Yes, and Q didn't want to do that because he was so pressed on the fact that, all the stuff that he's trying to do for this event wasn't going right. And which is understandable. Like anybody who's hosting an event want to make sure shit going right, right? So he was already frustrated and he didn't want to do what Benchworthy wanted to do. So he snapped at him. And it happened right at the same time Jamar and I walked in and I talked to Q and I calmed him down and I let him know that we're here to support him in his scene and what we're doing and as far as making sure his story it plays out in the best way. So he calmed down and everything was copacetic. So that's just one of other examples of him wanting to basically manufacture the show instead of allowing shit to happen. Because that's the thing. Granted, like there is some form of setup and structure in a production, right? Like you have to, if something's going on and you want to film a scene in reference to it, yeah, we have to make sure the right people are talking to each other, or if there's something that needs to be done, let's go ahead and get this group scene so people can talk things out. Those things like that. But overall, everybody has control over their story. But he didn't want that to be the case. He wanted to create a scripted Real Housewives.
Exactly. He wanted
And
Real
that's not
Husbands in
his show.
Hollywood, and that's
Yes.
not what this is. When you're the part of being a producer and all and slash casting agent is that you cast people that's reality TV ready to give a show and give entertainment to the people already.
Hmm.
So you have to trust your cast. So basically, what it seemed to me is that you didn't trust your cast enough that they were going to deliver for the audience. So basically, what did you pick the people based off of? Because you can't get pick cast off, what they got going on, the connections they got, who's beautiful, who's cute, all this other stuff, or certain type of chases. Oh, people tired of seeing this type of chase. I want to do this type of chase. Great. Let's say you do want a nice new chase. Are they reality TV ready? Can they keep the story going? Can they show what they're doing and still keep the people interested? You have people that's gonna. You have to trust people enough to keep the story going and keep the narrative going. So you have something as a producer. You have something to actually produce. And if you're coming in episode one, I don't know because I wasn't there, but I'm assuming you came in the door trying to create a narrative for the show. You didn't trust the cast that you picked.
Correct.
You need
And
to trust the
Jamar
people.
and Jamar just confirmed one other part. Hold on, let me go up here.
Okay.
As he said, mind you, that first group scene was the first time JT and I even met or got to speak to Q. Old girl brought him on without consulting us at all.
Anybody.
Exactly.
So if y'all really want to know, Q was basically a DEI hire. He was not on the show.
Somebody else
So
said
he
that.
did not go through the things that everybody else, those of us, even the ones me and Ken, well, Ken too, but that's another story. But everybody on the cast actually auditioned to be where they're at. The only two bitches that did not was Q and Ken. They're the only two bitches that never applied. They were literally handed a spot on the show.
Okay,
Correct.
I wanted to make something clear. Okay, so Quinn was actually brought on through Matthew, the other producer.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah, it was never that other person's, dealing or whatever. It was actually Matthew because, or to some of the people that watch the shit we do for
that makes
love,
sense. The shit we do
his
for
name was
love. Yeah.
Noel or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, so he let us, have an interview with Q and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, Q, I like you, yeah. Like you was giving the story, you was giving the whole nine, you had the showroom, all of that. So that's how he was brought on. Yeah, that was that. That's all I wanted to come up here and really clear.
Yeah.
But I did want to say, yeah, so that video, I mean, because what I was thinking earlier today? I was like, Mother's Day coming up, and last year I did a Mother's Day live. I think it's time to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it probably ain't gonna happen this Sunday. But but I'm just saying because it's like I'm tired of people like butchering my name, butchering what the fuck I got going on here at Chasing because you want control, because you want power. This
Yeah.
Right.
baby came. I wanted to work with Binge this season because mainly you already had like this presence with the housewives. You know how to edit. You have like the mindset of, okay, you can come on and you can be a producer of the show. That's what it was. I want to make the show great. Like he wants to record conversations, so did I. I hope he got the
Mm-hmm.
rest of his recorded though. But I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to
Mhm.
be clear, like that's why I brought him onto the screen. I mean, onto the production because it was just like, yeah, let's work together. But then you started being bossy, like you running shit over here and all this other stuff, and I'm like, hello,
Okay.
baby. No, we don't do this. And then you over here telling the cast, like I also remember that he told one of the cast members about like, well, Ondario likes to, mess up group events. He wants to, see your group event fail. I said, baby, when the fuck have I ever done that?
Mm-hmm.
When have I ever done that? When have I ever put
Yeah.
somebody in that situation? I think he had told Quentin that. I might be
We
wrong.
did. Q
But
confirmed that in the interview.
oh,
He didn't say binge worthy, but we know who that's who he's talking about.
yes. Like, girl, how you gonna sit here and say something like that? And then on top of that, you just now watching season 6. You're just now watching after you told us before we had did the interview and everything that you have already seen the show. Girl, you ain't even
Right.
watched my show. So how the fuck you gonna sit here and come in here and try to make change? You ain't even
Right.
watched it. So that's why I be saying when people be saying like, oh, Andaria's always falling out with people. No, babe. What it is Andario's not opening his mouth because y'all don't know what the hell really be going on behind the scenes. This is why I had said earlier when Alfia was up here, we was already dealing with so much internalized drama with the production itself versus what y'all have actually seen on the
Okay, that
show.
was the real show.
We have literally lost like the day of Nova and Tony did their 101s. That nigga sent me an email talking about I don't want to be a part of this anymore. He quit the show. All
Yeah.
because I'm not finna sit here and drop Jamar because you feeling some type of way about him. That's your problem. But you don't want to talk about that.
Nope.
Mm.
And
When I
that.
told when we had our conversation at the park for 3.5 hours, all you wanted to talk about was Jamar. That's it. So I'm just like, so why is Jamar not here? You don't want to talk to Jamar? Are we scared to talk to Jamar in his face about how you feel?
Hello.
Have these
Well, his tell off said
conversations.
that.
Have these conversations. Then I also want to talk about the mugshot because that was a thing that was brought up at the premiere party because the bitch decides he wants to do a damn tell-all video 2 days before the premiere or the day before the premiere.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
How embarrassing. I was telling Q then, I was just like, baby, you can look at his phone. And I showed him the phone and the messages. We was trying to figure out where Quentin's whereabouts was at. Matthew decided to call Quentin's partner, and basically he said that unfortunately Quentin is locked up somewhere X, Y, and Z. That was all we got. Here go these two in the group chat talking about oh, you know what would have been a great idea? At the end of the first episode, we put out the mugshots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Well,
What did I
Ken.
say? And what did I say? Because I'm pretty sure he probably gonna watch this back or somebody's gonna tell him. What did I say in that text message? I said that first of all, we shouldn't be doing that. And then second, we need approval if we're gonna do that from Quentin himself. Because what's in my contracts for everybody? If you happen to get incarcerated or anything like that, you have to give me the okay to put that
Right.
in the story.
That is
Quentin
true.
came back. When he came back at the birthday party, he told me his situation. We had a conversation for 2 hours. He said, I really want to use this for my story. So you're giving me the approval to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But the babies wanted to get ahead and get, oh, well, let's do this. Let's find the mugshots. Let's do that. All this other stuff. And let's put this in the show. Let's, tell the cast member about it. That's what y'all was trying to do. Y'all was trying to be nasty. But see,
Mm-hmm.
when people leave the show because they feel in some type of way about me, everything that they felt, they want to put it on me.
Yep. Yep.
So and that's honestly why y'all lost Sebastian too, because she was team binge worthy and baby, she didn't want to finish the show. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, well, look, we early on into the season, we're gonna have to pivot. This is why we've been saying all this time, pivot, 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 pivot. Because honestly, I just wanted to go ahead and finish the show before I reveal anything of if I even say anything about all of the stuff that has been going on in the very beginning of the show. We was in fear that
Mm-hmm.
we was gonna lose more cast members because we lost those two people. We lost Sebastian. Alfia was, on the fence as well. It was to the point where it was just like, okay, well, this season may not even come out because hello, all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff is going on.
Yep.
But I just don't like the
Right.
fact that you lying on my name. And then on top of that, you said in your video that you didn't even read my contract. Well, baby, that sucks for you because you honestly didn't even know what the hell you was doing. You didn't even know
Yeah,
what
what
you
you was
signed up
signing on
for.
for.
Like the fuck? That's what I'm saying. Any job that anybody applies for or want to be a participant, a part of, do you not do your research before you just hop into the damn job? When
I'm
you
just
apply for
saying.
McDonald's, do you not know what the type of meat you finna fucking cook?
Do you carry a lunchbox?
Do you carry a lunchbox?
Speak on it, bitch.
What is
Do you
happening?
carry a lunchbox?
That's
Q
it.
was not an extra. No, he was a main cast member. He was
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
cast to be
not
a
an
main
extra.
cast member.
That
Yes.
wasn't no
Mhm.
all throwing shade to him, but I mean, facts are facts. You don't have to lie with the truth. That's
Correct.
what happened, and that's what
Hmm.
happened. But it was you was
And
gonna
that
say that
shit, that
initially.
shit is insane. Like I've
Yeah.
literally sat here, and you would think that the people that I went off on last year around this time, when I had basically went off on them about their behaviors, because what it was y'all put me in the middle of y'all contract dispute because one person couldn't afford to go out there to Florida to film that spinoff show and all this other things, and I'm helping this other person out trying to retrieve your money back from the contract fine, but now I'm thrown in the face of X, Y, and Z because both of y'all don't work for the platform no more.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
I'm everything under the sun when you walk away from the show. But you forgot I'm a producer and I hold everything.
Hmm.
Voicemails, voice memos, text messages, everything. You're not gonna play with me, girl.
Yeah.
Period.
I've been respectful to y'all since the beginning. I just deserve that same respect, which is why I be telling these folks, you better be mindful how you talking to me.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's
That's
it. That's
all.
all. And yes, we've been holding all this in for months.
And
Yes.
we ain't done yet.
Basically,
We
And
got
we still
plenty.
ain't
We
basically,
got
done, girl.
more.
That was probably
Oh
like
yeah, been a,
15%.
yes. And
That was
listen,
like
this actually been a
15%.
year. We've been holding this for a
Yes,
year.
a whole year.
Hmm. No
And then gonna
shade.
send that sorry ass email to the cast talking about something. I was trying to give y'all Netflix quality and all this other stuff. Boots. Cool.
where you
Hmm.
go?
But still watching
Mhm.
everything I do in post. Like, girl, if you wanted to be a part of it so bad, you should have stayed a part. You just didn't, you couldn't take my leadership, and that's just what it was.
True
It's
tale.
okay. Because you felt like this was not going to be the show that you visioned for your personal gain. For you to be, oh, well, I can take this to Bravo and, make this something at X, Y, and Z. But you felt like you just had to have full control. Like, fuck Underio out of the whole situation.
I
This is
told
why you was
you.
siding and keying and venting with Matthew. And this is where we at today. How you gonna sit there and you make a lie to Matthew talking about I was the one. And this is how it really started. You told Matthew that Matthew went back and told TTB everything that was going on, that Tremel was a part of the season and all this other stuff. And you said it came from me. How the fuck does that even happen? I didn't even know that Matthew watched TTB. He don't even watch TTB. That's the first thing. And second, I never said anything like that. But what you said in the text messages was that you don't even fuck with TTB, but yet you're in your video talking about he's the best, LGBTQ, web platform creator, reviewer, all this other
Yeah, he
stuff.
said after his tell
So
all
now
from
we so now we
Raw.
wish washing. We in the
Yeah.
washing machine.
Oh, they all do that over in there. That's common in this space.
Girl,
Still count.
it's just too much. It's just too much. And then we sat out there for 3 hours and mainly 80% of the conversation you want to talk about Jamar. And I'm just like, well, I can call Jamar, he can pull up. Because why am I here? I got an episode to put out, Chasing Dallas, the next day. And
Come
you
on
want to
now.
sit here and you want to have a conversation. Did you tell the people in the video what you said in that conversation?
Nope.
And if you need a refresher, baby, just like how you recorded me, babe. Oh, okay. Because I'm not going to play with nobody. And they should have knew that since last year. I don't play with nobody. Keep a receipt.
I know that's right. Cause you don't win when you play dirty, okay?
Okay.
You don't.
Always
Everything I
be
ever said to
nice.
anybody, girl, I'll
Be
say it
truthful.
again.
Truth will always set you free, child.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's all it is. Or you just gotta just shut up and
Or
just
that.
go about your business. I decided to part ways, but see what you did was you was trying to be nasty and wait for the right moment. Oh, they finna have a premiere party. Let me
Yep.
shut it up with my
Yes, you
viewership. Let
did.
me shut it up with my subscribers. Cause they ain't gonna fuck with Dario. They don't even believe in anything he got going on over me anyway. So let me go ahead and make this random ass video and use my face and all the and that fucking video anyway. Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
bitch.
look what happened. Sold out theater premiere. First episode was T. Where we going with this? Season still trended. Where we going with this? While you
Yeah.
still sitting here trying to figure out what the hell these hoes doing on season 16, 17 of Housewives? And what Kenya Moore doing in her hair salon? When you
Mhm.
could be, when you could have been over here with a show that you could be like, oh, I was a producer of, I feel accomplished, all this other stuff. But instead, you wanted to be nasty and you wanted to have control. And girl, you couldn't get that with me. I'm sorry. But
It's
I've been
not
here
your
10
show,
years in the
sweetie.
game. Like you said, Carl, like you had said, you've been 10 years in the game, creating, producing, storyboarding, camera operation, editing, contracts, financial things, all
Correct.
this other stuff. Baby, you literally sit there and you turn your camera on and you say what you want to say, which is some BS about somebody's show.
Stay
Blogging,
lying.
which where I started off at. That's very easy to do.
Just lying it
It's
up.
very easy to do.
But when I respond, I'm unprofessional. I'm this and all these other things. I don't give a fuck, bitch.
This
Cause
narrative stuff, and
I was
y'all can say what
professional when
y'all
you was
want
here.
and
I
do
was
what y'all
professional
want.
when you was here. But what you did was some BS.
Yeah,
You wanted to be
exactly.
Mhm.
And it
nasty.
will
So
be a
when y'all
BS.
get nasty, I'm gonna get nasty right with you.
Right with you.
That's
Everybody knows
it.
that.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You're not
Cause
gonna talk to me any kind of way.
she's a lying liar who lies. So we've expected this at this point. She's a
Listen.
lying liar who lies, honey.
So baby, she can take that. She can take
Hmm.
that. I haven't heard from Matthew since he departed.
Of course not, but your name is always in his mouth.
Oh.
Is it?
Oh, it is. Because there was a little period of time after everything happened. I still was following him, and he was still following me. And I've watched a couple stories. Him and Butterball Turkey was out together, and they'll just be having a good old fun time. And whether they were inebriated or not, he would always just try to say slick stuff about, oh, yeah, the real friends. We still hanging on. Some people are hating on it, like little small shade like
Hating?
that. Yes,
How recent?
this was a while back. This was maybe 4 or 5 months after everything
Baby, I
happened.
don't hate on nobody, honey. Baby, the birds will flock
Mhm.
together. Honey.
And that's it.
Mhm.
Girl. Look, I have respect for Matthew. Me and him, I felt like we had a really good friendship that was coming along during the process. But then when she wanted to flip a switch, girl, I paid it. I said, okay, it is what it is. That's all it is with
Mhm.
Matthew. I really ain't got no issue with Matthew because he was kind of like in between this situation. But at the
Correct.
same time, Matthew, you should have used your brain. That's all I gotta say. You
Mm.
listening, you're telling me in the DMs. You respect me. You want to work with me. Let's have a conversation. Let's do this. We're literally sitting together, you, me, and Matthew at your house. We're having wine. We're having fun. We're talking. Everything is going well. Then you and I started developing a friendship. We started talking about the show. We started talking about the experience with the show. We started talking about personal shit outside of the show. Everything was good until you flipped the switch.
Mhm.
You wanted to side with somebody else who you barely even knew. But y'all want to use this excuse of, oh, well, they was saying, Benj, they was saying that, you kind of, coming off a little off to them and everything like that. You took that's what I told you and told him that. And now here we are.
Okay.
Mm.
But see, that's where I don't give Matthew grace. I don't give him grace
Absolutely
because
not.
instead of you sticking to the relationship that he was building with you, I felt like he decided to, in his mind, because it's not the reality, but in his mind, choose up. Where he's like, oh, well, Bingeworthy is such this well known figure. He's connected to different things, all smoke and
That's all it
mirrors.
is.
Yes,
You
all the
see,
smoke
you
and
see
mirrors.
somebody connected to things that might
That's all
benefit
it was.
Hmm.
you.
That's
That's
all
going
it
to
Yes.
was.
benefit you. I'm going to be in rooms. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that because of his status, what he has going on. Okay,
Hmm.
if you see it that way, then baby, what was this genuine conversations that we've been having? Nothing.
It was nothing.
So
When you see an opportunity, it doesn't matter
ain't
no more.
nobody jealous of whatever y'all got going on, baby. Birds will flock together.
True that.
Uh-huh. But baby, let me tell you something. God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of cute. And that is why Butterball Turkey lost his access to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17. Hello? So
Smart
that's
girl.
just
Girl.
what it is. It's like the moment you want to sit here and show your natural born ass, people are not going to fuck with that. Because here's the thing, Chasing Atlanta's viewership transcends far from the gay community. As we've
Yes.
already discussed, there are
Yes.
plenty of cis women people, ergo
Hey,
famous cis
Michelle.
women people. Coco.
Yeah,
Coco.
they watched
Baby,
the
there's
show.
plenty. Yandy. There are plenty people.
Yandy in my DMs. I love this show. Yes, girl.
Yes, there are plenty of people who watch this show. And why do you not think these very same people wouldn't be having certain conversations with certain people? You can't trust this bitch because you
And
see
then you
what he
would think,
decided to do?
and you would think if the goal at the end is to be like a producer for a network and things like that, why would you sit here and make a video about your boss, about your producer,
You're a
somebody you're
boss.
co-producing the show with?
You're a boss. Like, come on now,
That's
make it
it.
make sense.
Girl. I just laugh every time. I laugh.
Listen,
I laugh because all the naysayers that be talking about, the season before it had came out and all this stuff, oh, y'all got a new cast and things like that. Oh, this happened in production, stuff like that. Girl, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Cause I have nothing else to give y'all. This is why I didn't respond to the bitch when she put out that video. Oh, you hurt. Congratulations. Put out your video so you can make your money off of talking about me.
I know that's
hmm
right.
Which we can, get that money back because you defaming my character. You not telling the truth. Be for real about it. Did
hmm
he put any screenshots in that video?
no.
Okay, then. So, girl, that's why we here today. You going off
hmm
a word of mouth, but go by what's on the paper.
But that's what she does. She's not a fact check kind of girl. That's why she's not credible in any of these other spaces. Because the thing is, it's like if you really wanted it to be compelling, you wanted people to really believe you and take your side and, rally behind you, you should have showcased what the real vibes was. But why you didn't do it? Because you would incriminate yourself. That's the gag. You knew that a lot of the things that you were talking about was actually your hand that was putting it out. You
Yes.
were doing the shits,
Yeah.
but you didn't want to actually let it be known. So that's why you didn't put no actual receipts in your little soliloquy.
I'm here for Quilla. Soliloquy. Yes, the
Bitch is so girl
Quilla.
free. Okay.
Come
Bitch,
on, fella.
her 30-minute oral presentation. Bitch, did you get an
Yes.
A? Did you get an A for your project?
Come on, Peacock documentary. And that's why she changed the name because I said it. So, girl.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah, girl. It's cool. I mean, look, I was always told it's always going to get harder every year when you do this. Once people see the continuous success of the brand, the seasons that come out, the episodes and the shows, there's going to be somebody that's going to be hating from the inside all the way to the outside. So I mean, I just continue to focus on the people that love me. Like I had told you, JT and Jamar, what Monday when I was just like, girl. I'm gonna just let people have their opinions, and I'm just gonna go with where it goes. Because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna keep going back and forth with people on this stuff. Like I'm here to do a job. I'm here to promote the people that's a part of the show. I'm here to make sure that everybody's looking good in the best light. If we run through controversial issues like we did this season, we just have to work with what we can, and that's just what it is.
Hmm.
So it's independent. You're gonna get some episodes late. You're gonna you know, get some longer episodes. You're gonna get a shorter episode. It's independent. We just working, we just trying to do what we can to
Right.
make sure that the people are seen, promoted, spotlighted, and that's what it is. Our culture, our community is not shown still on mainstream media. I had a great conversation with Glad on Monday about that. Like we're still not being talked about on mainstream media. So we have to build our own lane. And that's just what we're going to continue to do. Whoever doesn't want to support that or want to hate, you can get off that lane. Find another lane to get in.
Do it yourself.
Hmm.
How about you put a show out?
Do it yourself. Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
Do it yourself and realize how hard it is and why y'all
And
have to
you will have a
cancel
whole different outlook.
mid-season and why you
You
have
have
to
a whole
cancel
different
after the
outlook.
first season and why you have to feel like, damn, I get it now because damn, this is a lot of
It's
work.
a lot of
Hello.
work. It's a lot of work.
Hmm.
Y'all think it's just a camera and just edit it and put it on
It's
YouTube.
just an
How easy was
iPhone.
it?
No, bitch. We still
It's
gotta put
more
that
than
iPhone
that.
footage, add effects, add transitions, go find the right song to fit the mood of the thing. Girl, all that shit takes
And
30 minutes to 3 hours.
let's not forget about the cast member and their many attitudes. Ones
The
think the
cast
pillow
member and their
princess is
many
love.
attitudes.
Jesus, it's a lot.
The cast
Hmm.
members and their many attitudes.
Yes,
Yes. Like
it's a
we
lot.
have to those things I have to go through from reviewers complaining about things that happens on the show, from the audio to the visuals and stuff like that. Yes, I want to get into defense mode about myself because I'm sensitive about my shit. I work hard. I pay a lot like to do this stuff.
Yeah,
Just to
but
Hmm.
give
people
y'all
come
some
late.
entertainment, y'all watch for an hour. You have to edit that shit in 3, 4 days while also still going to a job. Bitch, I be tired as hell.
Yes,
Okay.
Shit, when I look, JT and Jamar, they know firsthand, child. I'm on this group scene Tuesday night. Bitch, I'm finna take me a nap. That nap turned into fucking 6 hours later. It's morning time and I gotta go to work and edit this at
Hmm.
work. Yes. Y'all don't know how hard this stuff is and while you're juggling other shows and everything like that. That's why I'm very appreciative of everybody being a part from talent to production. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly. But what I don't like is when people sit here and they want to disrespect the hard work I have done over the years. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
true that.
Absolutely.
But
It's
that's my
not
2 cents,
fair.
girl, because I know y'all probably ready to go to bed or wrap it up. And I'm ready to go
No,
to the
you
gym.
good.
So,
Okay,
yes. So, I love y'all. I'm finna log off.
sit
Love
down.
you too, babe.
All
Love
right.
ya.
But no, like this was a great conversation. We appreciate
Yes,
everybody who was present and accounted for, honey.
love
Like
you a
this was
lot.
good. And you know, there's still more to unpack because as
Oh,
we
it's
said
more. We're
before,
just waiting to the actual season to be finalized so we can
yes.
really go in.
Once part 3 is done, baby, me and Carl about to let have. Y'all ain't
Hey, I
seen
had a whole
nothing
tell-all
yet.
interview scheduled for this Saturday that I had to push back.
Yes.
'Cause I'm like, bitch, I can't. We ain't done yet.
Yes. But we're gonna let have, honey, soon. And we
Yeah.
appreciate y'all showing up. We see that the Style Squad is growing and building, honey.
Okay, so a lot of y'all, almost 200 of y'all was in here tonight. I'm like,
Yes, y'all was in the streets. I love it, honey. I love
and
that
I know
y'all showed
everybody we
up.
discussed is in the comments. How y'all doing?
Okay, hey everybody.
I know y'all here.
But no, and I appreciate also that we are able to have some open dialogue, you know, like all the
Good,
commenters.
bad, or indifferent.
Yes, even if we don't agree, you know, we are still able to talk and then move on. You get
And we
what I'm saying?
appreciate y'all, you
We
know?
do
We
appreciate
do
y'all. We
appreciate
appreciate
y'all.
having open conversation.
This
Oh,
is how we get
Scotty,
to grow.
please.
Oh,
JT
yeah.
has threatened to block me all week.
You shouldn't
Yes,
have threatened. She should have been blocked. Block her.
yes, I need to block Scotty. Scotty is a messy whore. Scotty is
Block
a
her
messy
ass.
whore. But no, we appreciate all of you guys. As I said before, be sure to tune in tomorrow for the live interview with the Tony Bryce. We're about to
Yes.
really unpack some things, drop some tea, honey, because we got some things to discuss. And Tony got a lot to say. Okay, like we about to give it up. Okay, and we appreciate everybody who's been supporting these interviews. We have plenty more in store. We're going to be going through some of the other cast members. We've already set up 2 more after this. So be on the lookout for those announcements. But again, thank you all for being present and accounted for. Continue to show up, show out, give your opinions and perspectives. And low key, yes, we are going to be talking about From, and I'm also talking about The Boys on Monday. This past
Yeah.
week, we didn't do it because this past episode was dry as hell.
Yeah, it's dry as hell. We might hopefully pick up this Sunday because, child, I don't
Yes.
know what that was, but we're going to talk about that too. Trust me.
Yes. But we're going to get into the things definitely. And Scotty,
Please, count her out.
Scotty, please, I'm going to block you. Okay. But yes, we love and appreciate everybody. And see you guys tomorrow live at 8 p.m.
Right. Thank you guys for being here. Bye.
What's up? What's cracking? What's up, little baby? What's happening? I know you about ready for some action, so just slide